god. Oh, shit. Hello, what's going on? My jump just means I'm it again. Yeah, I obviously actually slammed my head against the fucking desk. Yeah, obviously. So, I need to showcase my Sonic Gym medallion. Fuck. Not fucking... God damn it. I'm sorry, this thing. This thing! Oh, you can see it better here now. Nice. I was just making sure. Oh, god damn it. Why does I have to do that? Why? I'm watching more Chris fucking Chan. Chris motherfucking Chan. Magic Chan, Christine, what? Jesus Christ, Christine Chan, Weston Chandler, Ricardo, whatever the fuck their name is now. I'm not doing that whole fucking Dumbledore ass name. No, fuck no. So yeah, I'm on part 43, and I'm gonna watch this one, as well as part 44 and 45. This is gonna suck. And judging by the thumbnail, this is where the bitch pepper sprays a GameStop employee because Sonic's arms are blue. Love that. Yeah, let's just start with this bullshit. Fuck, it's not 1.5 speed. Hold on. I need it to be 1.5 speed.
On November 29th, 2014, members of the Cookie Forums noticed that the most recent episode of the Sonic Boom show featured a scene in which Sonic the Hedgehog eats a burger that to his disappointment has pickles on it. Forum members debate.
Come on, what the fuck? How the fuck? How the fuck? Already.
Debated whether or not this was a subtle reference to Christian and Sonic's known hatred of pickles.
I said no pickles.
Chris himself read
There's no fucking way. Ow! Of course you saw it. Of course.
Post regarding this moment, asking if it were truly a reference to him, with commenters saying that it was seemingly an intentional slight against his person.
I mean, would it? I don't know. It's a little too clear cut. I wouldn't take that shit, Chris. Yeah, fair. That was an act of war, Chris. Seen by 40.
After being banned from this previous Keep Sonic original Facebook group, Chris founded another group for his cause, called Fix Sonic's Arms Immediately, Sega! At its inception, he reposted
oh my god!
many of the posts he had made in his previous
Chris is a fucking Karen!
Which called for people to send to Sega constant complaints until they conceded and redesigned Sonic. He appointed Kenneth Engelhardt.
God, this is really why no one likes you, Chris. I'm sorry.
And also the troll Kim Wilson as administrators of the new Facebook group. Chris let his thoughts be known through several lengthy posts. Seriously, every day I still see either of those blue games on the store shelves. Here the cartoon is still on the CD.
This is what the bitch pepper sprayed at an employee over.
And you know, I have those SMBs at Sega a number of times.
It's
no
so like
after seeing the cartoon trailer months ago during the E3 time. It makes me so angry and frustrated.
Moths?
Continuously ignored and swept under the rug to the point
Light!
And growing from fuck.
It's light! That's my impression of a moth. Oh fuck. Oh no. Just got caught on the tape. Like my blue balls. It's been really loud on the mic. Jesus Christ. It's not gonna fucking punch. Hold on. I am a pipsqueak. I gotta get up here. Ah! Don't fall. You motherfucker. Okay, there you go. Ah! Idiot. Fucking hell, man. Okay, anyways.
And I never thought I would ever have anything against my favorite color before that trailer. But now I'm looking to slit their throats with my long fingernails to force the total recall of every
What the fuck, Chris?
Sonic Boom to fix the mistake to happen sooner. And I have no concern of how much money Sega loses. The recall of everything Sonic Boom and changing the arm color back must happen immediately and right now. Some members of this group objected to his threats of violence, but Christian defended.
Finer nails? To your throats, bit violent. A metaphor. High-functioning autistic individuals good with metaphors and abstract figures of speech. Cutting circulation to the beating heart of money would be, but the aforementioned fingernails thing is a bit, well, silly. Yeah, I can tell you my nails would not be able to cut anyone's throats. They're fucking dull as shit, because I've had them for over a month. Look how fucking overgrown they are. They would not cut shit. How are you going to carry out this threats? You pussy!
William asked if Chris would prefer to be called by female pronouns, to which she replied that she would. William suggested that she could change her name to Christine, which she agreed to accept as her eventual new name. Upon searching the name Christine Chandler, a member of the Cookie Forums uncovered a 2-week-old post on the free message board, void.com, of Christine using that name to advertise herself as a willing sperm donor for lesbian couples, willing to help either with artificial or preferably natural.
Okay, this is at the point where Chris goes by she/her, so we'll refer to her as that.
Also on December 2nd, Chris wrote on Facebook that she and her mother Barbara would be moving back to their old house within the
fucking finally!
People wanted to purchase her
that's gonna suck!
Or drawn commissions to act quickly as the move would disrupt their production. On December 4th, Chris notified her fictitious gal pal, Renee, that she would be getting her taint piercing re-pierced, since the first person ended up, quote-unquote, migrating. The second attempt would be a gold barbell with
no.
It was possibly around this time that
I mean, come on. You gotta take care of your piercing, or else it's gonna fucking reject. Or it's gonna migrate. Not good.
Katie's side of the conversation was never revealed.
Be careful
Chris
with
insisted over text messages that they could still remain gal pals, and that she could satisfy her in bed with a mere 7-inch long penis. And I do think I am entitled in a true, valid relationship with a woman very much like you, because I need the love. And not only that, but I am of royalty in the Western bloodline. Right now, headachy, more depressed.
Wait, did it say what made her this way?
What made him this way?
Oh, that's still him at the moment.
Develop a relationship with a woman very much like you, because I need the love. And not only that, but I am of royalty in the Western bloodline. Right now, I'm feeling tired, headachy, more depressed, and sick of the blatant sarcasm.
I mean, the people in royalty they slept with their family, so you got that part.
Ignorance you are showing along with your bitchy ass. And my mother is not fond of you right now either. She's hardly common in your not wanting to be in a relationship with me, stewing all of that for a long while. She felt great depression over her announcement that they were not in a relationship anymore, feeling as if her heart was melting, like the Lego pieces that perished in her house fire. Chris later shared the news with Renee, who she continues to message, despite her having stopped replying since the end of October. On December 6th, Chris shared a post which wrote that the animated series, Sonic Boom, had been quite successful and would so be renewed for a second season, which angered her. Chris left a comment clarifying that her own criticism of the changes to the Sonic universe was Sonic's blue arms.
Chris's arms are, I mean, Chris, what? Knuckles' arms are red.
And that she watched the show.
Amy's arms. I don't know. Either way, stop fucking bitching about that. It's such a small fucking part.
Was Sonic's blue arms, suggesting that she watched the show. Chris then wrote a long post asking for her followers to engage in an organized protest against Sega, which included an aggressive message-sending campaign. She asked them to include a paragraph that stated the adverse reaction Chris had upon the sight of Sonic the Hedgehog's blue arms, referring to herself in the text with male pronouns. She then shared the response she got from Sega customer service after sending such a message. They wrote that they could not accept unsolicited suggestions from fans and encouraged her to pursue her creative efforts. The next day, she notified her followers that she would not be accepting any more offers for medallions or commissions until the new year, since the Chandlers would be in the middle of moving from their rental home back to their old house.
Fair enough.
On December 11th, Chris sent Renee a collection of photos of her strap-on without a dildo attached, and demonstrated how she wore it in order to conceal her penis. Renee had still yet to respond. A day later, Christine messaged her again, telling her that the patch of skin around the jewelry of her tank piercing was beginning to shrink again, so Christine
that's not good.
to remove her piercing. 2 days later, she asked Renee...
Yeah, remove it before it literally rips your skin.
Positive. Kristen let Renee know that she believed that trolls were hacking into their text messages and posting their communications on the Wiki forums, when in reality, it was the troll playing the part of Renee who was sharing their interactions, going by the Wiki forums username, Theodem. On December 15th, Chris wrote a cryptic Facebook post telling her followers not to ask her any questions or leave any comments since she felt crappy.
Feeling crappy?
Instead, she realized that she could also write her pleas to change Sonic's arm color on Nintendo's online social space.
No!
And posted photos of her message as written on her Nintendo 3DS. She also shared on her Facebook profile that she received a postcard from a Ween with a message supporting Sonic the Hedgehog's blue arms. Chris was not amused by the troll attempt. On December 18th, Wiki Forums member SkyRaider91, who had previously posted numerous photos of Chris's house after the fire and had uncovered old documentation from the Chandler's dumpster, leaked the video that Christian filmed in the aftermath of the family gift exchange of Christmas Day, 2004. The video was part of the director's cut of Chris's Yep, I'm on TV DVD, which was given to Catherine as a present.
Oh, cool, seriously, I could talk to
Dang!
her, so she can tell me my point to get a boyfriend, please, it's a funky old girl.
Oh my god, it takes me back.
It was
Shit.
later revealed that SkyRaider was in fact the same troll who had played the part of Katie's cousin Al, who had accompanied the two on their date.
Naturally.
The following day, Chris posted on Facebook that she had downloaded the game Meme Run for the
What the
Nintendo
fuck?
Wii U, which capitalized on popular internet-based image macros.
This is so random.
Her trolls obsessed over them.
Are you kidding?
Some free overloading and determined that all the trolls were seriously stressed, weird, offensive.
Honestly, I mean, I get it. I mean, this is a lot of flashing colors. I mean, shit. I imagine just looking at the picture. Knowing those, like, kind of meme games, like, yeah, they're obviously, they're gonna have flashing colors for sure. I just know it.
On December 19th, Christine uploaded 43 images on her Fix arms immediately, Sega.
Bro, doesn't even, okay. That one looks better than the other one.
And marketing photos, with his arms altered to be the original color.
Come on, you
She
pussy.
followers to send the pictures to Sega and Cartoon Network to convince them to change the character's design.
Everyone's tired of your shit,
Instead,
Chris. I'm
Chris wrote on
sorry.
Facebook that the family's Christmas would likely be only fair, as they were not ready to finish moving back to their old house before the holidays. So she suggested that people consult her wish list for possible presents or gift cards to send her, strongly suggesting that she desired the big Grand Emporium Lego set, and advised against people sending her gaggy gifts, such as lumps of coal or copies of the Sonic Boom game. On December 21st,
That's mean.
Chris once again posted a link to her mother's car, which was still up for sale
But,
for
like, at this
$10,000,
point,
and also listed
fucking
Barbara's phone
pussy.
number for possible inquiries. In the comment section, Kim Wilson wrote that Barbara's car's fair market value was around $3,000, and doubted if
That's
anyone would pay as
10
much
grand.
as she desired. Christine replied, stating that it was her mother's idea to price it at $10,000. During this time, Chris was still text messaging Catherine, trying to come to an understanding over their breakup. On Christmas Eve, Chris sent her a few finalizing texts. I'll tell you another thing. While I can appreciate it from my mother and pets, but when I get a show of positive emotions or vibes from anyone else, nada, and or a pain thread in my heart. And that is blamed on my autism, and when I am in the depressed and lonely boat like I am again now. But whatever.
Great.
Enjoy your Christmas with your parents and the stepmom and other family alive and close, and whoever you end up having for a boyfriend and sweetheart. And because everyone around here locally either hates me and my mother, or overlooks or ignores us. we both
Yeah,
are feeling
naturally.
depressed. At home, we have each other, but that's about
Maybe don't act like assholes every fucking time. And maybe people will actually like you. I don't know, because you both suck.
an emotional crappy
I'm
Christmas.
sorry.
A peaceful day, but with everyone outside of our house not appreciating us much at all.
Oh my
On
god.
Christmas Day,
Stop
Chris
it.
messaged Renee, letting her know that she had
You're
lots
trying
of
too
wins for the
hard.
Games Skylanders, and that she also had family time and some bonus cash.
You're
to
not
keep the
getting
spirits
any
up.
good
However,
attention,
her
that's
pets were
for
causing
sure.
some trouble. She wished that she could wake up in the morning either with a sweetheart by her side or having magically transformed her body from male to female.
At this point, the trolls have stopped trying with you. Except maybe Kim fucking Wilson. She's... Another call? What's this? Oh, what the hell? And fake breasts.
On December 26th, Chris and her mother drove to Charlottesville's Fashion Square, while Barbara stayed by herself to have lunch. Chris
Stupid.
entered the game retailer, GameStop, from which she had been banned for vandalizing Sonic Boom displays. At the time, user of the site's Tumblr,
Oh!
was at the store at the
Here
same
it
time
is, here
and
it is!
recorded a short video, and later wrote an account of what he experienced.
Here it is.
I looked up and saw Chris surrounded by 3 to 4 employees in a corner. I recognized Chris's voice before their appearance. A woman was telling Chris that they had been banned from the store and needed to leave, to which Chris responded with something like, "Oh, come on! Can't we let bygones be bygones?" The employees ignored him and continued to tell him to leave, threatening to call security.
Just leave!
Eventually, they
This is
dispersed
why
to
you're
do
banned
so
from
because
every
of that
fucking
began
place.
filming. The short clip showed Christine on her way out of the store.
There's the
But before
video.
exiting, she pepper sprayed the shirt of the store's assistant manager, who was standing to the side of the door.
What a fucking asshole. To raspberries. I can't fucking believe that. He's just like, come on, what the fuck, man?
Went back to her car and drove back home. Police arrived at the scene about half an hour after the
Of
incident
course.
and managed to find her mother, Barbara, still eating lunch at the mall. Police officers took her home, promptly arrested Chris, and then brought her to be
Wow.
detained at Albert Mall Regional Jail. 2
God.
days later, an individual recorded his call
You
to
really
the jail
don't think
asking
it's your
about the
fucking fault, Chris? That you keep getting arrested and banned from every fucking place? Dude, I'm sorry. You're not a good person. I am so sorry, but the caller sounds like one of the fucking... Like, what, you can make your me sound like in, Tamagotchi Life? Fucking, that's what I swear that's what it sounds like. Every time I hear a voice like that, that's what I think of.
We got Chandler. No, you're the third person in a row. That's why I knew it was that, though.
Oh, the third person is crazy.
Right. I want to confirm or deny if you can get it like now because I'm trying to that thing. Yeah, he's here. Here? Today? He's here on video court Monday morning. Okay,
Jeez.
ask more information before you could be charged.
Okay, so they must be trying to hide...
Bringing gas. I think he's straight up thing about it. Yeah, that's the information on the top. That's something on YouTube what he describes. I think that is really
Damn, so, good thing someone caught that on the video. You know what? I'm glad someone caught that on video. To provide more proof. That's insane.
On December 29th, Christine was formally charged with a Class 6 felony, unlawful release of
God.
dangerous gas. She posted a $2,500 bail and was allowed to return home, with her
500!
next hearing scheduled for February 5th,
You gonna get more money from Bob for bail?
2015.
Fucker.
Upon returning home, Chris wrote an exceptionally long Facebook post detailing her account of what transpired.
Oh my
Attention
god.
everyone!
God, I'm sorry, I'm just tired of her shit already. I am just tired of this shit already. I swear to God. I'm not gonna skip for the sake of reacting to this, but damn, this is annoying.
To preface what has happened recently, I simply remind everyone that Sonic the Hedgehog's arms are not freaking blue. If #Sega had never changed them, or reversed the change between February and November
What
of this
is
year,
wrong
in the new
with
Sonic
this
Boom
bitch?
video games and cartoon series on Cartoon Network, as well as the toys and whatever else, I would never have had to protest and rebel the way I have, including the creation
You
of my
didn't
group.
have to.
Fix Sonic's arms immediately, Sega! Within my groups, I've led by example to push forward to the path of waking Sega up and forcing them to change Sonic's arm color.
Anyways, I'm gonna keep watching Sonic Boom. Fuck you.
Back immediately, and to confess, I have done my part for real. I have personally gone into 3 of the 4 local GameStops, including the Fashion Square one, 3 times to personally protest in my silent way. First attack.
By pepper spraying some random people who literally have nothing to do with Sonic's arms being blue.
On
You didn't
Facebook,
eat
a bunch
shit.
of the Sonic Boom game inserts, affixed double-sided tape onto the backs, and affixed them onto the fronts of their respective display game boxes on the shelves. Second attack. About a week later, I checked the success of my first attack, damaged a few original inserts pretty well to full removal, and the box
Fuck
is still
me
there,
in
and
the
attempts to
ass.
transfer the inserts from the original cases into behind the inserts of different games. I've had to briefly explain my reasons and the
I don't
protest,
even wanna
and told
listen
them
to
that
this
they
shit
should not be
anymore,
stripped from the
bro.
Blue Arm Bandit games in the first place, and that they should send all of their remaining stock of Sonic Boom games and stuff back to Sega to make them change Sonic's arm color back immediately. They did nothing. And one last week later,
Honestly, I'm more pissed about the fact that they made Knuckles a fucking idiot in the show, but you know, it's still funny.
third and final attack, and the one and only time that the Fashion Square location had been involved as well. I made up and printed faux
You're
contact
just
details
trying
with
to
the
get
short notes
banned from the
discourage
mall
purchase
a
of the Blue
million
Arm Bandit
fucking times.
games
Like,
and promote
why?
the protesting boycott. I also had hidden all of the Blue Armed Sonic toys at Toys R Us here, concealed hidden amongst the metal cupboards,
But
so
you
they
can't-
all would not be sold.
Well,
And
you
that's
can't
boycotted
just
for
do
the
that.
protest. They remained
Well, I'm
hidden
gonna find it
for
and buy
over
it.
a month. Found and reshelved
Bitch.
near the 20th of December to my personal dismay
cannot
and
just do
crestfallen.
that, that's
And at
weird.
Best Buy, all copies of their Sonic Boom games are still successfully concealed and hidden from view and purchase.
Are they?
Last Friday,
Someone's gonna try to
26th,
find it,
my mother and I
motherfucker.
were at the mall, getting pizza and spaghetti for lunch. She had informed me of a good mini refrigerator deal at Sears, so after eating, I made my way to check it out. On the way to Sears, I peeked into the GameStop, and I spotted a new Skylander figure, Blastermind. I was set to buy it, and I was going to consider checking out their Wii U pre-owned software selection in their 3-for-2 deal. Innocent. I was not looking for trouble, but then this male loomed out in front of me, frightened the crap out of me, and he said in a booming voice that only scared me worse, "You are banned from here. You need to leave
trying to
now."
change the
But
story
determined
now.
To continue my shopping, I veered into the Wii U direction when his female accomplice startled me and boomed in as well. Still feeling frightened and mentally overloaded, I made a grab for my pepper spray to use in the...
Girl, stop changing the story. We saw the video. We saw the fucking video. Shut up.
I offered a few peaceful solutions, but she ended up
No, you
sending me to
didn't.
go
No, you didn't. You literally went up to the fucking employee and pepper sprayed them. They were doing nothing.
security. So I shouted, "Fine,
What?
I'm leaving," and I dropped the figure. And on my way out, I told
You had nothing.
the mail not to get anyone, and we both stopped near simultaneous. I still felt my own worst from where, with the fear, startle, paranoia, and I did not want him following me and causing more trouble upon me. And then in my defense, and to make my escape, I spritzed a minuscule amount of the pepper spray downward, not in his face, and then I left. I did not learn until much later that the spritz had been a lot worse than I had imagined it would, as well as learning that they were the so-called manager and ass manager of that particular store. I had no idea of the
Ass
concept of pepper
manager?
spray, or that it was illegal for use in certain situations in the state of Virginia at all. And I had
Really?
the stuff on myself.
Really? Really? You had no idea? Stop lying.
There's
You
that
got
here.
really good at lying.
A 2-second spray onto my
Must
left
be
wrist.
Barbara.
Some of it got onto the bathtub wall as well, like sampling a perfume or deodorant. It took me out damn well. I had to open the windows, turn on the bathroom fan,
Really?
and aim the box fan into the bathroom.
Hey, you
to
knew
get
what it
out,
was. Why
and I
you-
wiped the
why-
wall off as well. And of course, I washed my hands.
You were
It took
clearly
15 to 30
using
minutes to
that
make it
in a
bearable
malicious
there
way.
again.
Shut up.
In the end, yes, I went along peacefully when the police arrived to collect me, and I had to spend a miserable weekend in jail, and I just got out on a bond and bail, yada yada yada. In the end, I was the victim. I did not cause the original provoking.
Yes,
the
you
assistant
did.
manager made the first attack onto me. and
No,
provoked my
no,
defensive response.
no,
Minding my
stop
business,
fucking
not
lying.
looking for trouble, and then he startled me, similar to a potential rapist in a dark alley in a big city. Any of you would have done the same as I have in defense and as
Excuse
and
me?
you can sue Sega for changing Sonic's
you're
encode
more
and
like-
ultimately this male getting pepper sprayed. Think about it seriously. And my protest actions are not acts of vandalism, regardless of your individual perceptions. It was not vandalism, but good protest when in around 2004.
That's fucking against the law. You clearly purposely going up to the fucking employee and pepper spraying them. That's illegal, you idiot.
Here is soda machine.
That's
at the front of the
assault.
park lot. And
That is fucking assault.
then I learned of the $5 surcharge that brought my bank account into the freaking red. I suddenly posted sticky note signs onto each machine shortly after. This machine charges you $5 per card use. A few days later, the original machines returned. Nobody gave me any freaking grief or complaints at all about that. And if you really want to see the whole mess happen, go find the security tape of the time of point A, my finding Blasterminds to point B, of my departure from the store.
Or you can find it on YouTube, where you'll see that Christine here is clearly fucking lying.
Now, if you will excuse me, I have a lot of much required packing to take care of.
Fuck
Good
me
day.
in the ass.
Kenneth Engelhardt left a comment, pleading for Chris to understand that she entered an establishment from which she had been banned with an item that was considered to be a weapon in the state of Virginia, and that she had no right to be there. Members
Yeah.
of the Sonic Facebook group were similarly not supported.
Dude, and nobody's buying your bullshit. Chris is aware of the video that makes this whole rant of his a total lie, right? Exactly. Oh god, the poor public defender. I hope you used this post in your defense in February. It's impossible to argue against it. Okay, Christian, take it from a genuine friend who is giving you the blunt truth and tried to personally advise you of what is and what is not appropriate in your protest. You were legally banned from that store. You had no right coming in there to begin with, let alone protest. You came in there with what is considered a weapon under Virginia law. Do you understand you were looking at a Class 6 felony because of that stupid pepper spray that you brought in? Do you understand that if you were found guilty, you would be sent to a state correctional facility? At this point, I feel like they need to.
Members of her Sonic Facebook group were similarly not supportive of her stance.
Christian, listen to me. They have video proof of you. So the guy got your face. He didn't get in your face. He let you walk out. I'm having a stroke reading this comment. I'm sorry. What? I watched the video multiple times. Sorry, Chris. I like you. I consider you my friend. But if you're charged with aggravated assault, I want to read that.
This all the rest were understandably a mass discussed topic on the wiki forums during the closing days of the year.
No shit is too minor. That's insane. Train, say your prayers, eat your vitamins, be true to yourself, be true to your country, be a real American.
In addition, Chris received some attention in more mainstream media. The video of the pepper spraying
He was spraying paint on copies of Sonic Boom for
received
God.
significant views on YouTube and was featured in several online publications.
Oh, wow! So everyone knows you're fucking lying now. Wow!
The incident was written up in an article posted
Stupid
on Wii U Daily,
idiot.
a website focusing on news related to the Nintendo Wii U console and other game-related.
God, I'm sorry. This is really fucking riling me up. Oh my god. Listen, folks, I don't care how angry you get that a game company did something with a series that you've enjoyed all your life. That never gives you the right to assault another person. At least for a person who had absolutely no responsibility for the decisions that you're upset about. We're seeing more and more people acting out when it comes to gaming, but this man has taken it too far. So what was he upset about? The fact that Sonic Boom was a mediocre, bug-ridden game at launch? The fact that the TV series has taken the series in a more kid-friendly and franchisable direction? Nope, none of those. The guy is upset that Sonic's arms are blue. Yep, here's a quote that he posted on Facebook regarding his actions. We've already seen it, so whatever.
Also, entertainment website, Design and Trend, details the event in an article.
God!
Mistakenly calling Chris a popular
Internet meme creator is crazy. Think you mean lolcow?
Chris wrote on Facebook that she was experiencing muscle pain as she kept herself busy moving the family's belongings.
Oh my god, you
The
suck.
next day, people connected with the forums reported that she was spotted arguing with security personnel at the retail store Walmart.
You ain't doing shit! Sorry. I wasn't doing shit. Piss,
Then
bro.
finally texted Chris back, asking about what happened. This confirmed that she went to Walmart and was accused of trespassing by the managers, which she denied. She threatened to use her pepper spray on them to keep them away from her.
Why?
Chris confessed that she had the pepper spray for years, but only recently decided to take it out in public in order to use it in situations.
Wait, shit, hold on, what?
The role-playing part of Renee finally texted Chris back, asking about what happened.
Finally!
Chris confessed that she went to Walmart and was accused of trespassing by the managers, which she denied. She threatened to use her pepper spray on them to keep them away from her. Chris confessed that she had the pepper spray for years, but only recently decided to take it out in public in order to use it in situations of self-defense. Renee asked her how did she feel threatened by the Walmart staff, with Chris replying that their threats were akin to bullying. She suggested that Chris seek counseling and should call the Mental Health Association.
Yeah, you fucking need it, dude. I'm sorry.
Chris wrote, "You are being unfriendly to me and demeaning. I hope your house burns down with you and your jerk boyfriend inside. Good day."
Okay, what the fuck? They were literally telling you you need therapy, which clearly you fucking need it.
In the meantime, Christine posted on Facebook that people should notify the American and Japanese divisions of Sega about her
What the
misfortunes
fuck?
because they decided to change Sonic's arm color. If they had not made the alteration, Chris wrote that she would have never protested in the way that she had. She added that the addition of green irises for
You would have never processed it like that if you'd had if you'd had therapy. I'm sorry. If you went to fucking therapy, bro. I'm sorry.
Sonic was a positive change in her opinion. She then wrote that the Chandlers were busy moving back into their old home.
I'm so
Chris
done
unable
with
to
this
access
bitch.
the internet via Wi-Fi for long periods of time. Chris added that she was feeling stressed, and if any individual were to make her day worse by verbal attacks or threats, she would defend herself and even retaliate if necessary, going so far as to pepper spray herself. She wished for others
What?
to really like her, but she felt she was unable to change anyone's mind. On January 8th,
Well, yeah, it's gonna be really fucking hard to if you act like this. I'm sorry.
Chris wrote again that she did Sega for allowing the blue-armed version of Sonic to continue to exist, which forced her to defend herself from attack, leading to a weekend in jail.
Oh my god.
The next day,
I feel like people have to defend themselves against you, dude.
she uploaded an image macro featuring a character from the cartoon series Lila's Pet Shop, which stated that wearing mongoose makes
No.
her feel.
No, leave Littlest Pet Shop alone. I dare you. Leave it alone now.
Chris added a comment clarifying that she was a sad, lonely, worried individual. On January 10th, Christine wrote a Facebook post.
Wonder why.
In the article regarding the GameStop incident.
Sorry, I really don't feel bad for her at
Off
this
my
point.
rocker! How dare she? My protest was sound, valid, and meant to be good.
It was not.
Completely ignores that on the day I had to defend myself from that ass manager, he verbally attacked and defended me.
Really? But, he didn't do shit. He didn't do shit.
No idea of what other pains and stresses he was capable of doing, and I did not want to fire me either. You
Oh no, I just sneezed. Fucking spit everywhere. Ew. God. Now my ears hurt. Fuck me. Alright, anyways.
Shall mind, nor do any of you all
Can't
have any
fucking
caring
deal.
or understanding to leave a mentally scarred, damaged, and flawed individual like me be at personal peace
You're
of mind.
flawed,
But hell no! You all keep on stressing me more and causing pleasant days gone bad on me, especially most of
You're
you
doing that
guys
to
in this
yourself
world.
by worrying
All of
about
you are
such
nothing but
small
immature,
shit. I'm sorry.
foolish, uncouth, and damned Neanderthals.
Neanderthals
This
is
why
crazy.
All women detest the lot of you, and why I am most disgusted and ashamed to have been forced to be born a damned member of your male gender. Also on the 10th,
Yeah, 'cause that's the
Facebook
problem.
user, Tiki Manacat, posted an image on Chris's Fix Sonic's Arms Immediately Sega page, which depicted the newly designed Sonic the Hedgehog, altered to look like Sonic 2. Chris disapproved of the picture and promptly deleted it. On January 11th,
Really?
Chris wrote a lengthy Facebook post regarding her wish for people to positively like her.
They
and
fix
that if she
everything.
was turned bad by people who threatened her, then she would defend herself to force those offenders to respect her. She reflected that she had been growing more paranoid ever since Trolls discovered her in late 2007, in addition to an increasing number of people in real life who have shown her a
Oh my
difficult
God,
time.
really?
Christine felt that no good could come from killing someone else or herself, as that would only force the person into entering the next realm without any lessons learned, so she saw no need to ever
Really?
come, and felt it better to merely use
You
words
haven't
to
been
express
learning
her
shit
own.
either.
She added that she was a female soul who wanted to be addressed.
I'm not
with
saying you
female
should kill
pronouns,
yourself,
and
I'm
that
just
both soldiers
saying
were scared
you
to those who
fucking need to
continued
learn
call her a
yourself.
man. She further wrote that no one should be banned from large retail establishments for crimes less serious than gun withdrawal or robbery.
Well, nobody should make a reason for themselves to be banned. I'm sorry, but it's true. Nobody should do shit that would cause them to be banned. I'm, like, just saying.
Since people tend to have bad days, and that they shouldn't be banned for the way they acted because of
My bad days don't cause me to pepper spray a bitch. I'm just saying.
felt at that one moment. In closing, Christine asked to be left alone to live life in peace, since she had no intention of harming herself or anybody else.
Good luck with
It was also on
that.
that day that she sent her last text messages to Renee, revealing to her that she felt sad and upset because she shrunk
I'm sorry,
one
this
inch in height,
fucking-
and
this
that
shit
she
is
lost
fucking
Renee's love for
pissing me
her,
off at
despite
this
the fact
point,
that she
I
never
swear to
expressed
God.
any loving interest for Chris. Christine came to the conclusion that Renee was in league with the trolls and had been sharing their conversations on the forums. And in closing, with
Oh,
Chris
so you
beginning
know
to
now,
reality
okay.
weighing down on her individual fucked up head. On January 12th,
Oh, wow.
Noel, the owner of the new forum site, Kiwi Farms,
Okay, Kiwi Farms looks like a clitoris. Was that on purpose?
the Cookie Forums, shared some info concerning Christian's Club Nintendo account, which was acquired from an employee at Nintendo of America. This post listed all the Nintendo consoles she had registered with her account. 2 3DSs, 1 DS, 1 DSi, 2 DSi XLs, 1 Wii, and 1 Wii U. He stated that she owned almost every first-party game released for the Wii U and 3DS game consoles, and displayed a list of some notable recent purchases, which included Sonic Boom, both for the Wii U and 3DS.
Really?
Four members calculated that based on the information provided, Christine had spent between $6,000 and $19,000 for all the said Nintendo purchases. The next day, Chris addressed this leaked list of owned consoles and games in a Facebook post, clarifying that she never purchased the Sonic Boom games.
Really?
The 3DS version was actually a present handed to her by her ex-girlfriend Catherine's cousin Al after an alleged bowling outing, and registered the 3DS card that was
Oh,
enclosed
ex
with its
already,
Nintendo
wow.
account. She was soon after sent a Wii U game in the mail, and has never played it. She stated that being gifted the games that she was protesting and accepting them out of politeness did not change her stance for the game. Chris pleaded for Sega to change Sonic's arm color, since it had already caused harm to Chris and to possibly over 1,000 other people as well. 3 days later, Chris wrote on Facebook that despite the judge ordering both Chris and GameStop employees to not come in contact with each other, she claimed that she received 2 calls from the game retailer the day after the first court hearing, signifying that they violated the court rules. On January 19th, Kenneth Engelhart showcased his newly purchased comic books on Facebook, one of which featured the Sonic Boom iteration of Sonic the Hedgehog on the front cover. Christine saw the post and felt betrayed.
Oh my god.
Kenneth clarified that he
Betrayed?
bought the comics as well. He later made a detailed post breaking down the percentages that he bought other comics as well, which featured the older design.
Comic itself has both the blue arm and the regular Sonic. Most of the content appears to be the regular Sonic. This is the first time I purchased Sonic, so let's see how the storyline goes. I also purchased Naruto as well. Nice. Oh my god, Ken, they're going to come after you now. Blue arms, you've been branded an infidel. Now they have a fatwa on you. It's now time for hedgehogs of the world to unite! You have nothing to lose but your needles or spines or whatever hedgehogs have. Stupid! I swear to God, it's killing me. I can't. Like, I just. Why? I need popcorn for this. Crazy. Ah, shit. Oh, that was good. We look into sketchbooks. Fine, on Amazon. Because I need supplies for my art class.
Breaking down the percentages of the 4 stories in the comic book, and showed that only 18.5% of the Sonic comic book was focused on a storyline based on the Sonic Boom universe. 3 days later, Kiwi Farms user, Vegan, leaked a text conversation between Chris and an unknown individual, which revealed her thoughts concerning what happened at the GameStop. Chris continued to state that it was an act of self-defense, and that the ass manager scared her and made her feel intimidated. The other party told her that they felt she was unstable and potentially dangerous. Chris wrote that 99% of males were generally Neanderthal and aggressive, and that the employee of the store
What?
was allegedly a spontaneous attacker.
Says
and knew
you,
more about
you
his intentions
twat!
at the time than a chipmunk's bounty of bananas, hence why she was so scared of what he might do. Christine thought that if the judge read her Facebook posts, he would agree that it was a clear-cut case of self-defense, though the person she was messaging disagreed. It was around this time that Chris sent an envelope to Sega of America's headquarters in San Francisco. The envelope was filled with a large amount of glitter in an effort to produce what is called a glitter bomb, intended to cover the person opening the envelope with glitter granules and cause general annoyance. She also enclosed a typed letter in which she threatened to send a glitter bomb to Sega every week until they changed to Sonic.
Okay, 9 by
Arm
12
color.
sketchbook is what I'm looking for.
On January 24th, Chris posted a drawing titled "My Mind is a Blank," in which she depicted herself lying on the floor and blankly staring into space as the audience sees into her mind, which is a recursive depiction of Chris lying on the floor.
Yeah, that
In the
sounds about
text,
right.
she wrote, "In case anyone was wondering what is on my mind is a blank. Not that you care. I've been very stressed. And if any of you all damn bunch of people and trolls
I mean, it's
really
hard to
care
care
about me
anymore
and refers
when
to me
this is
as
what
an
you're
interesting
fucking
person,
doing.
you all would never have hazed me on Encyclopedia Dramatica in the first place, as well as continue to haze and hate me beyond that on the damn quickie. The lot of you all from around the world have expressed unrequited hatred against me for over 7 freaking years. It would have to take
Okay.
a lot of convincing me that you all like me truly and much at all. There have been multiple times hissing, blackmailing, deceiving, torturing, and hating on me too damn much
See,
to
I
make me
felt
seem
bad
like
for
any
you
of
at
lot
first.
all any favorably. Good grief!
But you're fucking doing this to
2 days
yourself at
later,
this point.
she
I'm
wrote
so
that her
sorry,
birthday
but
was
you
coming up
are.
soon, and so asked again for the required Grand Emporium Lego set, suggesting that if the trolls contributed to buying the set, she
Oh
may
my
consider
God.
their feelings about them. Kenneth instead suggested that Chris could create a fundraiser for a trip to the beauty spa. Christine instead reinstated her need for the Grand Emporium Lego set in a reply. She then made
Yeah,
another
do you
Facebook post
really
in which
need
she
them
asked
at
for
this
more
point?
mostly
Like,
spent Lego
I think you
plates
need
from
fucking
any person who
counseling.
had some to spare. On February 2nd, Chris relisted her Sonic 2 Illustrator custom-made medallions on eBay, asking people to buy them and give her positive ratings, and further commented that if people like her, then they should also like her characters. It was on this day that YouTube user Satchmo uploaded an over 1 hour-long documentary-style video about Christian on YouTube.
Oh!
Entitled
A documentary in a documentary?
Named to Christian documentary.
I'm sorry, he was an ugly ass baby. I'm kidding.
Satch revealed with a special education teacher to offer his insight into Chris's situation. The The video was made for a high school project that contains little biased commentary from its creator in an effort to detail the events of Chris's life up to that point in a largely objective manner. The video received a generally positive response, and as of August 2020, has amassed over 2.2 million views.
Dang.
We will briefly go over most of the stories because simply
Is this the beginning of the Chris Chan documentaries?
On February 5th, Christine attended her court hearing regarding her pepper spraying at GameStop. Ramspealer, a member of the QD Farms, who was in attendance at the courthouse, reported that the Chandlers had hired the wrong type of lawyer who did not have enough time to prepare for their case.
Oh, hell
Another
no.
Farms member, Dionista, who was also present, provided a more detailed account of their experience. Chris was wearing women's clothes, but didn't look like as much of a disaster as usual. Barb was with him, wearing what looked like a red wool coat. Chris looked pretty nervous while he was waiting for things to get started. He was fidgeting a lot and kept leaning over to ask her questions. I'm pretty sure I heard him ask, "Do you think we should tell them about our toll problems?" once, which made me smile inside. Naturally, even though there were 2 or 3 female PDs in the courtroom, Chris got the one brute male of the lot. He was summoned as Mr. Chandler, which I doubt he liked much. I heard the PD make a brief comment about Chris's appearance, but didn't hear exactly what was said. The PD, Chris, and the judge spoke with each other for about 2 minutes, and eventually the ruling was for a continuation on April 2nd. The two of them left the courtroom, only to come back in about a minute or 2 later, with Chris chiding his mother. "What were you thinking of her, Anne?" I guess Barb had already forgotten the date of the next hearing, or maybe she thought they needed to come back later in the day or something. Anyway, she and Chris spoke to the PD for another minute or 2. I heard the PD say this to him.
How do I
"I said
add
you're free to go."
items to
Yes, it's April
lists?
2nd. April 2nd. I can write that down for you if you want.
How do I
He
do
looked just a
that?
little annoyed, because even this short exchange was
It
enough
just
to
ended
things
up in,
Chris and Bob were blocking the middle of the courtroom while this was happening, and the judge had to ask them to move out of the way so the next guy up could get through. The two of them left a little while later. All Chris had to say on his way out was, well, accompanied by a stress sigh. Ramspealer also filmed a short clip of the Chandlers leaving the courthouse.
Oh! What the hell? Oh, what the fuck? How? Oh, wow.
He also posted a video on YouTube of the family's house.
Oh, what the fuck?
They call it treehouse and shit like that. Mountain. Private
That's
property
still
home
is-
that share where they live pursuit, I'm not sure. And there's famous BMW with the Westing license plate on it. And that's it.
After the hearing, she maintained a low profile online, making very few posts on Facebook.
Oh,
On
for
February
once?
10th, Chris shared a photo of all the medallions she had made so far to order, planning to prepare them all for shipment within the same day. She later edited the post to clarify that she would be signing the orders from then on with the feminine name, Christine. The next day, she expressed her elation over Facebook after finding out that the Nintendo game Flipnote Hatina 3D, the predecessor of which Chris had extensively used on her DS, would be getting released onto the newer 3DS handheld console.
Oh, finally,
On the
shit.
28th, Christine paid her condolences to the recently passed actor Leonard Nimoy, quoting his often uttered phrase
Oh,
from the Star Trek
no.
franchise, "Live long
Shit.
and prosper." On March 1st,
Dang.
Chris listed 23 more medallions up for
God.
sale on eBay and accompanied the news with a post regarding
Oh my god, I can see the
My
fingerprints.
complaint is that in the past, the odd less than 5 people complained of their medals arriving as shitty. That is why my stellar status is below standard. Each medallion is handmade with care and all of that, which you would cannot get anywhere else, even from a plastic printing 3D printer. Nothing and nobody is absolutely perfect. Complain to eBay if
yeah,
you'd like
no
me to be
shit.
able to list more than 20 medals ever again. Thank you for your patronage. On the 8th, she made a list of celebrities that she would invite to a hypothetical party she would be hosting. The list included Britney Spears, Pamela
no.
Anderson, Tara Strong, Lady Gaga, Kelsey Grammer, Jerry Seinfeld, Betty White, Monica Rial,
Vanessa Hudgens, obviously, and not
Seth Rogen.
Joshua
She ignored
Martinez.
that if individuals attempted to message her, she would perceive them as trolls or cyberbullies.
You especially should
leave
leave Tara Strong alone because you've already fucked with her in the past in a way.
Arguing against the importance that sweet
And she rightfully called you out.
placed on the so-called prospects of people. She surmised that every person, regardless of how much money they are making or spending, have the same chance of success and wealth as anyone else. Kim Wilson left a comment refuting this claim, writing the prospects vary widely from person to person. At around this time, Chris began using the online dating site OkCupid again, updating her profile username from Level Up King to Level Up Queen, and added to her description that she would only consider a threesome if it involved 2 other women. In addition, she added new photos of herself to her profile, including one in which she is standing in front of the mirror, wearing only a bra and pants. TV Farms users noted the appearance of a rainbow wig and a box of animal laxatives in the foreground.
What?
On March 9th, Christine received a troublesome letter purported to be from Sega of America's headquarters, which stated that the company acknowledged her complaints, and they resulted in increased stocking of the game due to many returns, replacing of vandalized signs, and hiring of cleanup crews to tend after the glitter bombs. As a compromise, they decided to recall all outdated Sonic merchandise and material released prior to Sonic Boom, and update the design of the character to the improved
what?
armed model.
What?
Chris made a Facebook post, explaining that they misunderstood her protests. After she pleaded for her friend Anna McLaren to share the letter and let Sega know of their mistake, Anna told Chris that the letter was fake.
Yeah, it's clearly fake. I'm sorry. Who would actually...
Regarding the low performance of the Sonic Boom video games, she said that the biggest reason for the failure was Sonic's blue arms, which were never meant to be blue. Other commenters felt that it was more because of the glitches in the game. On the final day of March,
Yeah,
Chris commented
no one
on a
else
TV picture
cares.
posted by the official My Little Pony Facebook page concerning the plot of an upcoming episode of the cartoon series My Little Pony: Friendship is Magic. She wrote that after reading the synopsis of the episode, in which some of the pony characters would be losing their identifying cutie marks found on their hinds, it made her want to cry sad. Christine's insistence in keeping
What?
herself young apart had
Oh
resulted
my
in
God!
certain circumstances that she felt were unjust. An adult consequence brought about as a result of a childlike tantrum. With her life now blurred once again with more impending court dates, Chris still failed
Jesus
to become an
Christ!
adult. Not because she
Maybe
didn't want
stop
to grow
breaking
up,
the fucking
but
law, you
perhaps
twat.
she didn't understand if she still could.
That shit really looks like a fucking child not getting their way. God, this one was just messy. Fucking hell. Hearing him say boyfriend-free 18 to 22-year-old girl felt like a blast from the past with how far this is going. Let me guess, Chandler? Holy shit, the prison guard was living in a sitcom for a while when Chris was in prison. I love Chris's reasoning. Sega's decision to change a small detail about a fictitious cartoon character left me with absolutely no alternative course of action but to mace the GameStop and play. So fucking stupid! It's wild how post Bob's death, Chris just becomes an insane public menace. It's also great that Chris assaults someone, flees the police, gets arrested, bailed out, and immediately go back to ranting about Sonic Boom. Like, that's not gonna help you, bro. When you realize that after pepper spraying an innocent employee, Chris then proceeds to abandon his elderly mother with possible dementia in the shopping mall, drive home to escape getting in trouble only to get arrested anyways. Wow. I forgot he straight up left his fucking mom there. That's crazy. Oh my god. Let it be known that the GameStop location where Chris pepper sprayed a manager was the same shop where 12-year-old Chris was on the news after winning the Sonic the Hedgehog $1,000 prize. Is that true? Oh, hell no. Back then it was called K&B Games or something. We have come full set. That's insane. What the shit? That's scary, bro. What the hell? Look how Chris calls someone a meanie and in the same breath says he wishes their house burned down with them in it. Yeah. I'm amazed that since trolling efforts ceased, Chris somehow managed to get into more trouble than he'd ever been in all by himself, literally. Honestly, this is my favorite saga. The saga wasn't orchestrated by any troll, just Chris's own stupidity and entitlement. Chris Chan is truly his own worst enemy. I know! Chris, I wish people liked me. Also, Chris threatens to murder Sega employees over Sonic's arm color. Like, does she not realize how stupid she sounds from that? It is no wonder why a lot of women detest the lot of you. Chris is as self-aware as ever. Quickly evolving into Kiwi Farms was a massive surprise. I know a guy that works security and staffs at different pony/BronyCons, and he says Chris Chan is totally on all the watch and warning lists. Oh god. Imagine being the poor bastard that had to pierce Chris Chan's tank. I'm pretty sure someone said that already. It's so weird that he's so focused on Sonic's blue arms when Knuckles was much more drastically changed. I know! Literally. Like, what happened to Knuckles, dude? They made him a fucking big-ass idiot, too. You're worried about Sonic? Dude, come on. 2 sets of glasses and fake breasts. What the hell? Little did we know these are probably the same cops who would go to arrest Chris 7 years later at a motel. Please tell me. Please tell me that's true. It was Christian Chandler. Oh god, not again. All this because Liquid did a cursey hameha on him. Or maybe he's been just cursing himself the whole time by doing it into the camera and it reflects it back on him. The fact that he took an OK Cupid photo with enema laxatives in plain view makes me howl with laughter. Only Chris, I swear. If no one's caught this already, the name for the Sega HQ representative is Kishite Buramusu. The name would be written as this in Japanese. Kishite meaning never, and Buramusu being a borrowed form of blue arms. So never blue arms. I can't wait this to become truly meta when Gino starts covering his own documentary in the same documentary. That'd be funny. I just miss classic Chris making bad comics and low quality videos screaming at Clyde Cash for fucking his internet girlfriends. Chris's message to Catherine stating he's entitled to a relationship and trying to guilt trip Catherine staying within him is truly sickening. It's the embodiment of entitlement and toxicity and shows how twisted Chris's perception of relationships is. Which is why all the female trolls have to have guys by them when they visit Chris. My mind is a blank is unironically good art and a representation of depression. Yeah, sounds about right. Unlawful release of dangerous gas is the most Chris Chan crime imaginable. He's wearing fake breasts, someone in the background. What the hell? Fantastic. Chris's ability to unintentionally get banned from as many places as possible is truly remarkable, literally. I didn't know how much damage the pepper spray could cause. Proceeds to describe how bad it was when he sprayed a little bit in his bathroom. Like, come on! Chris, mad about Sonic's blue arms. Also, Chris, changed Sonic's whole body to yellow and drew ears on his head, literally. Hearing Chris Chan being charged with unlawful release of dangerous gas out of context is the funniest thing ever. It's like, how bad was the fart? Sometimes I feel pity for Chris Chan until he opens his mouth, shares his thoughts, etc. Then I don't feel bad for him anymore. The fact that Barbara's and Chris's entire family doesn't like them or want them around really speaks volumes to how they are there. It must suck. Even 43 episodes in, I still laugh out loud when the narrator suddenly escalates his tone of voice to read all caps. It's so funny. Part 44. This is draining as shit, bro. I'm so serious. Fuck, stop getting caught on my medallion. I'm gonna blow my nose. Oh my fucking god, I'm dying. Part 44. Not excited.
On April 2nd, 2015, Christine left her house early in the morning to eat breakfast and drink coffee at a McDonald's in Charlottesville.
Are you not banned for this one too?
Before making her way to the courthouse to attend her second hearing regarding
Fuck
her assault
me.
with pepper spray in a GameStop. Kiwi Farms users, Lipitor, and Hey Jackie Pie were also on their way to the courthouse to record their observations. They decided to make a quick stop at McDonald's and by chance encountered Chris. They took pictures of her from behind and then later, when she was returning to her car. Kristen drove to the
Rude.
courthouse, with the 2 Kiwi Farms members following in their car close behind. They took a video of her entering the building and later wrote their own accounts of what transpired. He just sat there in his car, seemed like he was playing a game on his phone or some shit. He sat in there for nearly 30 minutes. I noticed he parked in a spot with a sign that read, "Parking for judges only. Clear as fucking day."
Oh my god, you idiot!
Hey, entitled cunt. We wanted to go in after him, so we just waited in front of the door. From behind me, I hear a string of like 9 stress sighs in a row. I turn around to see him. He had removed his MLP glasses and wore his normal ones now.
Oh, okay, good. Well, I'm glad.
We go
I
in
can't
there, and
fucking
he's just
believe
standing there
this.
at the metal detector.
Why?
He had so much fucking jewelry to remove, like bracelets and necklaces. It took forever for him to get them off. The
Even
clerk
a
at the metal detector
medallion!
rolls his eyes at him while he was doing it. After he got done, he just sat down in a chair in front of the courtroom, but not in it. He was stress sighing and looking around nervously. Anyway, he finally fucking got up and went in, and we went through to the metal detectors. By the time we got through, I had just opened the courtroom door. He was coming back out, and we almost bumped into each other. He said apologetically, "Well, got that out of the way quick," and dashed out the door to the courtroom. This was like 30 minutes before his hearing, so we didn't know what to make of that. So we just sat down and boring court stuff happened for like 10 or so minutes. We ended up leaving because it was clear he wasn't coming back. Must have been a continuance. Chris is definitely not gonna have an outburst though, guys. He's super nervous. Maybe that's just cause Barb wasn't there, I don't know. Her case was continued until May 7th.
Oh god.
On April 4th, Christine updated her followers on Facebook with a post proclaiming that she was watching the second part
I'm
of the
tired.
My Little Pony Friendship is Magic season premiere. She apparently did not see the first part since she had to go eat breakfast and buy glue for her projects, but so far disliked part 2.
I hate
singling out her
conformity.
aversion to conformity. She also
Yeah.
expressed her dissatisfaction with a new character. Kristen updated her eBay account with
It
a new
does look
item,
like shit,
a custom-made
real.
Sonic figurine largely made from a
Sorry.
Sonic.
Well, I don't know.
Expressed her dissatisfaction with a
Okay.
new character. Kristen updated her eBay account with a new item,
So
a custom-made
mean,
Sonic
though.
figurine largely made from a Sonic the Hedgehog amiibo, which was a special
What
figurine
the
produced
shit?
by Nintendo, which could wirelessly interact with game consoles, such as adding a character to a game via a chip in the amiibo's base. She customized the original amiibo by repositioning Sonic's limbs, coloring over his body, adding additional features with
Is
marking
that-
clay, and gluing on a
will
Pikachu
it even
tail
work
taken from a
then?
Pikachu amiibo. In addition, Chris offered a roaster version as well, which was also seemingly customized
Will
from
that
a Sonic
even
figurine.
work with
Within
the
the first few
thing,
hours of this
though?
announcement, Christine managed to sell off all 10 available amiibos, which cost $41 each. However,
God.
4 members deduced that since she had to buy 2 amiibos to create a single Sonichu or Roastu one, in addition to further customization with Crayola Model Magic Clay and acrylic paint, Chris made a profit of about $10 to $14 for each figurine sold, before additional eBay fees. Kiwi Farms moderator and former troll, Marvin, confirmed that Christine was aware of the low profits, and that she mostly made them for fun. Upon receiving the figurines, some of the buyers reported problems, such as Sonichus arriving broken in half, or ears or tails coming off before the package was opened.
Jesus
Despite this,
Christ.
seemingly no one decided to file
So
a
she
complaint
just
against Chris
busted the
for
fucking
leaving a negative
amiibos. With the
rating.
shit.
On April 7th, Christine made a Facebook post
Why would
explaining
anyone
she
even
chose to
wanna
use Sonic's
paint
amiibo
over
base
those
that could transfer the
anyways?
Sonic the Hedgehog character to a game console rather than Pikachu's, and suggested
It's
that people
not
vote for
even-
Sonichu
okay,
to become a
you know
downloadable
what? I'm not
character
even
for the
gonna
Nintendo
fucking,
game
like,
Super Smash Bros., which featured a
do
large selection
shit.
of playable characters from various video games. In addition, she offered a drawing depicting Sonichu himself, promoting his own amiibo figurine, and talking about having fun playing Super Smash Bros. This request resulted in trolls submitting parodic applications to Nintendo, giving their own reasons for why Sonichu should be included in the game. A week later, Chris addressed the recent Free the Nipple movement, which aims to normalize women not wearing bras
Free
while
the
out in public,
nipple!
and optionally freely exposing their nipples. She approved of their stance, while also countering with her own Prisoners for Males
Naturally.
movement. She hoped that more women
Naturally.
would feel free to express themselves with their bodies, and conversely hoped that more men learned to be more modest and wear
Where's
bras.
yours for mail?
Christine also attached a photo of herself wearing a bra. Her Facebook friend, Kenneth Engelhart, left a reply, stating that female breasts were functional and needed protection, while the male variant had no such need or purpose. Chris felt that the distinction was irrelevant. Her other friend, William Waterman, felt her statement was sexist. On that same day, Chris wrote a Facebook post concerning her reasons for why she thought that the free Wii U game, Disney Infinity, was mediocre. On April 16th, Christine posted a drawing with a proclamation from Roastu, saying that she picked the Metroid video game series character, Samus, while playing Super Smash Bros. Chris
Samus?
added that if Sonichu is chosen to be a new character in the game, she would in return possibly make more Sonichu
The
comics.
thing is, Samus is
In her
like,
next
well,
Facebook
you're
post,
not.
Chris elaborated on the differences between Roastu and the Sonic character,
Maybe.
Amy Rose, by which Roastu was originally inspired. She clarified that Roastu possessed quills on her back, a different hairstyle, was more independent in her character, had a longer tail.
No one's
and
gonna
her
notice
breasts were
that.
larger than Amy's. Later that day, she made another post commenting on the proposed Public Restroom Act in Florida, which would prevent transgender people from using the public bathroom of their choice. Chris was against this motion, stating that transgender people should be allowed to use the restrooms of their opposite birth gender. She felt that some people might feel offended at trans women and trans men using the bathrooms, and that some perverted men might take advantage of the situation and disguise themselves as women in order to enter the women's restrooms, but thought it was unlikely to happen. The next day, Christine countered the claim made by a
That's
survey
what
published in the UK
gender-neutral
magazine,
bathrooms are,
Daily Mail,
really.
that Charlottesville, Virginia, was found to be the happiest place in the United States. She listed off some notable individuals that she felt were amongst the many paranoid, unfriendly, offensive, and rude people of the city, which included Michael Snyder, Mary Lee Walsh, every male police officer, and trolls and cyberbullies who continued to lurk in the area.
I thought you were gonna
On
say
April
Megan
21st,
Schroeder.
Christine updated her Facebook profile to reflect her recent change in identity, officially changing her first name to Christine and her gender to female. She reinstated that she identified as a lesbian and shared a post from the Human Rights Campaign supporting marriage equality. The following day, she shared a petition which aimed to free an autistic 6th grader who was charged with felony assault. Soon after, she shared an article from NBC News concerning two parents dealing with her daughter believing she was meant to be a boy instead. Christine left a lengthy comment supporting the child's choice as she understood the feeling he was going through. She recommended to the boy to hang on to his birth gender as it would aid in starting up a family later on in life, and encouraged him to stay in school to learn a lot of details and facts.
Says you
On
twat.
the 25th, Christine posted a drawing of Black Sonichu, also known as Blake, talking about who he would choose to play as in the game Super Smash Bros.
Oh, what the
He would
shit?
choose either Ganondorf, a villain from the Legend of Zelda video game franchise, or the Mario
Nice.
Brothers villain, Bowser. 2 days
Fun.
later, she shared an article which revealed
Hey, I'll
that
be
the Sonic video
Ganondorf.
game was originally meant to be titled as
I'll be
Sonic Trinity,
Ganon. You
among
should
other
fuck-
scrapped ideas. Chris felt that if the game was released
I'll
as
be
first intended,
Ganon.
she would never have had to protest Sonic's Blue Arms and
I'm a
develop
fuck
mixed feelings
Ganon.
for the song Sonic Boom, featured in the 1993 game Sonic CD on May 3rd.
I'm a
Christine announced
fuck
on Facebook
Ganon.
that she it's 10 more Sonichu
Sorry.
amiibos ready-made for sale on eBay.
Who wouldn't want to
In
fuck
another
him?
comment,
Come on.
she updated her readers that she plans to get the drawings stating Wild and Bubbles
Oh,
choices
fuck
for Super
Bowser.
Smash
He's
Brothers
very
finished by
spiky,
the
I
following
like
day,
it.
since she was keeping herself busy cleaning out trash in the backyard.
Never mind.
Later that
The-
day, Kiwi Farms
Ganondorf's
user
a redhead,
wrote
fuck
that
you.
they witnessed Chris at Charlottesville's Impulse Gay Social Club enjoying a show starring drag queens and wrote an account of what they
Oh
saw.
god.
He
Okay.
was wearing a sleeveless blue dress with white flowers. It looked like something from Goodwill. With a dark navy blue t-shirt, sneakers, and normal glasses.
Fair
Chris
enough.
hardly talked to anyone, though he seemed
I
to be
mean,
really enjoying the show.
Chris has really
He
bad
tipped all of the
fashion sense,
performers.
so, like,
It is customary to
that's
tip the
Chris.
performers that you like, so
Chris
it is not
has the
that
worst
unusual,
fashion
though
sense
Chris
I've
showed his
seen, Jesus
appreciation for every
Christ.
single performer. I think there were at least 10 performances in total, with an intermission in the middle somewhere. He stayed for the whole show, which means that he didn't get back to Ruckersville until well after midnight.
Oh
On the
wow.
other end of the stool that Chris was sitting on, there were two biological girls. I have no idea if they are Christorians or just random girls, but I
Who
noticed
knows?
Chris was trying to sit closer to them, and it looked like he was trying to listen in on their conversation without taking part in it. It was a little weird, but then I turned around later, and he was talking to them. When he left though, he wasn't with anyone else.
Huh?
After the drag show itself ended, people typically stick around and socialize. There was still music playing, and Chris kind of did a swing dance thing where he was standing, and his eyes were half shut. Oddly
Jeez.
enough, the expression he made reminded me of how he looked in the For JR's Eyes Only video. The Impulse had become one of Chris's
God.
most frequent spots, attending the venue.
I don't like that you reminded me of that.
On May 5th, Chris posted the Super Smash Bros. Character choices for two of her Sonichu characters. Wild Sonichu would play as the eponymous Donkey
Oh,
Kong.
I thought
or Diddy
Wild
Kong,
was getting
while
fucking
Bubbles
hung.
Ghost would take the Mario character, Peach. She then signed and shared a petition aiming to induct musician Melissa Etheridge into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. On May 7th, Christine attended her scheduled court hearing in Charlottesville. Kiwi Farms user Lipitor left an account concerning her appearance, demeanor, and the general goings-on of the hearing. It was a Girl Scout, green/teal color, and cut worn over a white t-shirt. The cut was just above the knees. Christian wore dirty old sneakers with old gym socks with this.
Oh,
He also
jeez.
had a matching hat that was the same color as his dress. You could tell by his face that he thought he looked cute as shit while wearing that hat, but he looked like a fucking moron. Christian sat near
Oh,
the front
God.
with his back to the side wall so he could scope everyone in there out. Saw him lock eyes on some dude and pull his phone out and text someone. You're not allowed to have phones with cameras, so he had a flip phone with him. It took fucking hours for them to finally get to his case. When they finally did, he got very nervous. They kept calling him by both male and female pronouns at different times. They called him Chris/Christian/Christine, and a couple of times Crystal. I know Crystal is his daughter, but apparently the judge accidentally called him that a few times, and I was in no position to correct the man.
Yeah,
Christian didn't
who
seem
cares?
fazed by any of this, and went with whatever name/pronoun used at the time. They talked forever, and it was mostly just establishing what happened and what the charge was. So it was hard to hear, so the next part is a bit
God.
speculative. It sounded like the reason for the continuance was because they wanted Christian to seek a shrink/counselor/whatever, so they could do a mental health plea. They wanted him to go, like, right after the court, too. He seems to agree to this at the time.
Of course.
On the way out, my field agent was confronted by some lady. She asked the field agent what they were doing there and what their name was. She said she was a reporter. My field agent was like, yeah, I'm not telling you that. She shifted tone and said she just wanted to buy my field agent a cup of coffee and hear his story. She wanted to know why a community of people on the internet literally document everything in his life. An interview was declined.
Naturally.
The case was given another continuance, with the next hearing scheduled for June
Fucking
11th.
his
On May
goddamn.
12th, Christine uploaded a few new
License
photos of herself, giving flirty poses for the mirror. Kim Wilson left a comment, revealing that Chris had been taking hormones to aid her transition. The new photos and hormone revelation were discussed in the thread
I
on
always
Farms,
say,
which Chris
like,
referenced in a Facebook comment.
looks like a
citing that farm
D-cup
user,
now.
Cat Party had correctly guessed her bra cup size as a D, and asked Cat Party to
Enjoy
the
my cookies,
giving him the pet name,
sugar.
Sugar. Kenneth sent out a
Sugar?
comment, warning her that taking female hormones can cause serious health complications. Another Facebook friend, Rowan Dunstan, asked her to talk to a medical professional concerning her use of hormones, to which Chris replied that she had already discussed the matter with a doctor
Oh,
who
okay,
approved of her
okay.
treatment. A day later, she posted a
Fucking
photo
what?
on her Braziers for Males Facebook page of herself, shirtless, with her nipples covered up by heart-shaped pasties. In the accompanying text, she boasted that her breast size had increased from baby
Oh,
D's
wow.
to Daria D's.
They do look like they're
On May
kind of.
13th, Chris wrote a post targeting possible friends with benefits. Hey y'all, this post for my new women friends who I have had the pleasure meeting lately. My main focus has been on
Oh,
being
God.
friends, and I will continue to honor and respect y'all as such. But I am
Okay,
also
let me
looking for
find
friends with
some good
benefits.
graphite,
I will not personally push it.
pencils
It is your call.
buy
I will
for
still be your
art.
friend, regardless. To be direct, I'm open to all women,
Alright,
straight, bi, and lesbian. In fact, while I am fairly educated about tribadism and abreast with theories, I would appreciate some experience with a lesbian or two who knows what she likes to enlighten me better.
Okay, if you don't know what tribadism at this point is,
I understand how my born part, shall we say, would offend, and
that's
Charlottesville
basically
is a
what
small
it is.
city, which is why I'm posting this note online. A friend can be referred to me as well. My DQ friends can help me there as well, please. On my giving you all each my contact card, y'all know how to contact me directly.
14
Facebook
pieces
messages,
of pencils for
texting, and emails are highly recommended.
$5.99?
You may tell from
Holy
me as well,
shit!
but please leave your name
That
and
is
phone
a
number
steal
in the
right
voicemail,
there.
and I will call you back. Thank you all, and have a great and safe day. 2 days later, Chris wrote an additional extended version of her previous
shit!
post, adding more specific details concerning her want of true platonic
Oh
friends and friends with benefits
my.
alike. Soon after, she posted another advertisement
Damn,
for
that's a
ladies,
lot,
hoping that
though.
one would befriend her and then try her
I don't
sexually.
even need that
She highlighted
much.
that she would provide traditional
Sorry.
intercourse for the straight women, clit rubbing, and pussy eating for the lesbians,
Oh
and
my.
anything else for bisexual women. Additionally, Chris could offer massages, kissing, eye contact, and lots of attention.
Are these massages that your mom likes?
Same day, Christine posted the next installment in her series of Sonichu characters, talking about what characters they would play as in Super Smash Bros. In this case, Angelica Rosechu proclaimed that she would choose the character picked from the Kid Icarus video game franchise.
Oh, fuck.
On May 18th, Chris posted on Facebook that she did not know and understand
Kid
everything,
Icarus?
nor was she perfect, clarifying that in fact, nobody was. However, she extensively read about the history of lesbians in America and learned of the hardships they had suffered. She wrote that friendship with women was her top priority, and told all her haters who had nothing positive to contribute to go to the left and far behind her in the distant past with their cruel ways. She soon after liked an article from the magazine Elephant Journal concerning how to master talking dirty in a sexual scenario. Soon after again, Chris liked an article from Playboy magazine on Facebook, which wrote of the medical benefits of masturbation. At
Oh,
around
okay.
this time, Kiwi Farms user, Pickle Inspector, sent Christine a
Pickle
private message on
Inspector.
Facebook asking if she was no longer interested in having intercourse with heterosexual women. Chris denied this, writing that she was interested in women of all orientations. Pickle Inspector then asked if she was willing to have sex with male-to-female transsexuals, to which she replied with a fervent no, since they were born with a dick. On the
Okay.
21st, Christine posted
Okay,
an
this
update
one-
telling her followers
this
that
one
her
is the
counterpart,
one
Benedict
that my
Quickville,
teacher
was also a
recommended,
lesbian
so I
trans
might
woman
buy that.
and had transformed herself into an updated version of Chris Chan Sonichu. In her new
What?
form, her shoes were different. She had a rounded feminine tail, and her breasts were larger. In addition, she
Is she
noticed
a
that not
roaster?
only did she have a penis, but a vagina as well. She asked Magi-chan to mentally link with her and examine her insides. He told her that she had a
ew.
fully developed uterus, ovaries, and even some ovum. She had an idea, which concerned her changing back into her human form to extract some of her essence, and then changing back into Christian Sonichu
How
to
do I
insert her
add
essence
shit?
into herself. After a brief battle with Count Graduan, she was examined in a hospital to discover that she had impregnated herself. 2 weeks later, she laid a single egg, after which time she transformed back into the human form of Christine. After another 3 weeks, the egg hatched, containing twins.
Okay, I
a
don't
Sunny
need this
and a Rosie.
electric fucking
She named them Russell
violin.
and
I don't- I
Cynthia,
really
and they
don't
both
need
grew up
that.
healthy without any birth defects, not even autism. The post came attached with a new drawing depicting the previous version of Christian Sonichu, transitioning into her current form, and a few photos of a new amiibo fashioned to look like Christian Sonichu. Chris plans to include
Or,
the story
you know,
into the wider
Sonic.
canon of her Sonichu storyline. Rowan left a comment asking if her Sonichu form should instead be
Wait,
the
hold on,
Roaster,
does this
since she had
Sonic have
transitioned
blue
canon,
arms?
and a few photos of
No,
a new
okay.
amiibo fashioned to look like Christian Sonichu. Chris plans to include the story into the wider canon of her Sonichu storyline.
Only the ears
Rowan left
is
a
what
comment
kind of
asking
gives
if
it
her
away.
Sonichu form should instead be a Roastu, since she
Big
had
ass
transitioned
ears.
into a woman. Christine replied that she chose to maintain the name Christian Sonichu, though she later considered changing it to Chrissy-chan Roastu. On May 23rd, Christine posted answers to some questions which were asked in a video from the BBC Free Speech Facebook page regarding transgender people. She said that she always had a feminine soul within her. She uses the public restrooms of the gender of her choosing, implying that she hated urinals due to
Okay.
splashback and lack of privacy. She clarified that she
Fair.
felt comfortable in herself as a lesbian
That's
transgender,
fair.
and that she set herself apart from the gay transvestites with male mindsets. Chris added that she was at ease in making friends with drag queens, as long as they mutually respected each other's wishes. She expressed that she would never go back to being a male, and if anyone were interested in seeing how she looked as a man, they could look up her name on Google and find
Yeah.
many photos on the internet.
Yeah.
On
Yeah,
May
fair
24th,
enough.
she posted an image of a background My Little Pony character named
Ooh.
by fans as Vinyl Scratch, and accompanied the picture with a written post describing her sensations
like
at the
her.
Impulse Gay Social Club.
She's cool.
Chris wrote that the music was so loud that it reverberated within her breasts, and the vibrations made her feel aroused.
God,
She asked creators if
why?
anyone else had a similar experience,
is why
and whether
Little
science could
Pony is
explain
shit.
the phenomenon. The
And
next
he's
day,
turning you
Informed
on?
user
What's
Hey
wrong with
Jackie
you?
Pie wrote an eyewitness account of Chris's activities at the club. Chris wore a pink shirt, which appeared to be the same one in his Facebook post. He was seated with 2 young women and a man, who were later revealed to be in college.
Oh,
He initially
God,
seemed
that's
to be part of their
weird.
group, but this later seemed not to be true. It wasn't clear what he was saying, but at parts, he was very loud. He didn't seem to be socially aware of how loud he is, or how bad his voice sounds. And his mood? He was immensely happy, and having a very good time. I cannot overstate this. This very well seemed to be the greatest night of his life. He approached
Totally.
multiple groups of girls around the bar area, and talked to them for about 5 minutes each. The
Okay.
girls didn't seem put off or creeped out, and were equally invested in the conversation.
surprised.
He talked to about 4 or 5 groups of girls before an MC announced the show would soon begin. It was like he owned the room, or was one of the regulars that everyone knew and loved. The MC was getting everyone excited for the show, and making several sexual jokes about hooking up, 69, cock, etc. Everyone seemed to be enjoying it.
Hey, I
The
gotta
MC
go
even
there.
talked to a few people asking names,
I'm
and
old
where they were
enough.
from and welcoming them. The
Maybe.
group Chris was
I don't
initially
know.
with had a
I'm
newcomer,
18.
and when the
Is it
MC walked
18
over,
plus or
he stood
21
up and
plus?
yelled, "They're in college!"
I don't know.
Again, I cannot understate
Yeah,
how
I'm in
loud this
college
was,
too, so-
because his voice is naturally high-pitched. It was very piercing when he yelled. The MC even then said, "We hope to see you on stage soon, Christine." It wasn't clear how he reacted, but yeah, it was actually suggested Chris do drag.
Oh!
The dancer would dance to the song on stage and slowly guests would reach out with a dollar bill, extended to tip. The dancers would walk out into the seating area, singing and collecting dollar bills and dancing their way through the crowds. Chris tipped every dancer.
That's
At the
nice.
intermission, Chris made his rounds on more groups of women before resuming his seat. He was constantly scouting the area for women to talk to. Besides the college guy in his initial group, he never talked to a single guy. After a minute or so, he then stood up and began to skip and prance his way toward the bathroom at the front of the stage, but only to put something, possibly a piece of paper or napkin, in the trash. He then skipped back again. He was beaming with happiness.
I mean,
and
I
glee.
wouldn't want to miss
A
it.
few minutes later, he walked to the bathroom at the front of the stage. While he was in there, a woman started dancing by herself in the dance area, as women typically do in clubs. She seemed to be with a group of people her age, about 40, and just wanting to have fun and dance.
Okay.
When Chris exited the bathroom, he beelined right to her and started to dance with her. He appeared to say, "I'm Christine," when he leaned in to talk to her, and she appeared to respond, "Oh, hi." Chris was very engaged in conversation
Is
with the
this
woman,
true?
more so than any other encounter he had that night. This didn't seem necessarily unusual, because he
Okay,
was simply
maybe
trying to
it,
see
like,
if she had any feelings for her, and was just aggressively leaning in. She was being very friendly in response, too. It was only unusual in the sense that this woman was clearly straight, clearly with a group of people, clearly out of his league. She just seemed to play along with it for a bit.
Okay.
As I said earlier, Chris was immensely happy, and it was very clear he was enjoying himself, but this seemed to be more than just a great night out. It seemed as if this club means much more to him than just a fun place. It's a place where he is
Good.
welcome, where he can talk to women, and try to
Hey,
make
I
friends, a place where he can even dance with women, and a place where, maybe, he can meet a sexual partner. In many ways, I think it will become like a Manchester high to him. His
Yeah.
happiness was very evident in the way he skipped to the trash can. It looked foolish and silly, and something a little schoolgirl or child would do. Also noteworthy, there were numerous sexual jokes and references of the X-rated variety, which I think he thoroughly enjoys, because he thinks if so many people there are having sex, so too will he. In many ways, his overly
Fair enough.
sexualized Facebook posts are not surprising given his history.
Yeah.
We know Chris has always been interested in sex, but he probably thinks it's normal to post these updates because this language is so persistent at the club.
Yeah.
It's also clearly Chris's autism and/or a variety of other factors that he can't tell the difference between when this language is socially acceptable, hosting a drag show, and when it isn't. Facebook.
Yeah.
Also, many people seem to think Chris's presence must have been a horrifying experience for everyone else. It wasn't. While no one seems to be interested in him beyond polite and playful conversation and dancing, no one seemed repulsed by him.
Okay,
Chris seems to
right.
come off as a silly but fun-loving girly girl who is just so happy to be having such a great time. So while he might have looked foolish or silly, he was just so happy that people either feel a bit sorry for him or just seem to be happy he's so happy.
That's fair enough. I
Jackie
mean,
Pie then shared 3 videos they filmed at the club of Christine offering tips to drag queens.
this looks fun.
And then enjoying a dance with a woman.
Okay. Okay, it looks like they're having fun. That's nice. This is the happiest we've seen Chris. Oh, wow. That was very surreal because, like, this is the happiest we've seen Chris in a while. Oh, shit.
Christine wrote that she was watching a program on the TV channel PBS with her
this-
mother, and that she had also watched the film American Sniper. She reflected on war, and that even though countries strive to protect their communities and homes, people got hurt deep, emotionally and mentally, and so wished that a more peaceful resolution could have replaced acts of war. She then commented on her father, Robert Chandler, missing him every day. She highlighted that he served in the Signal Corps in Seoul, Korea, and made Korean friends there. Chris later protested on Facebook against the proposed name change of the minor My Little Pony character was called either Derpy, Ditsy Doo, or Bubbly Mare. She thought that changing the character's name to Muffins, after the food she liked, would cause riots and catastrophes in a similar vein as when Sonic's arm color was changed to blue. On the 26th, Chris completed an online quiz to this case in a
So
similar
that
vein.
fucking comment. Derpy is offensive to disabled people. You of all people should know that, Christine. Literally.
Sonic's arm color was changed to blue. On the 26th, Chris completed an online quiz to discover what kind of lady she was. She found that she was the mysterious lady, a revelation she greeted with elation. On June 3rd, Christine shared Punchy Sonichu's choice for Super Smash Bros. Little Mac from the Punch-Out series of games due to their common interest in boxing. Soon after, she posted that she had made 10 more customized amiibo characters and listed them up for sale on eBay. The next day, she made another bulletin announcement for her amiibos. On June 5th, Chris revealed that while she was making the latest batch of figurines, she had accidentally cut her finger with a pocket knife and had to go to the hospital to get it stitched.
Well, fuck.
In addition to dealing with that discomfort, she felt further crestfall because no one had yet to show any interest in
Owie.
purchasing one of the new Sonichu amiibos. In response to this post, 3 figurines were quickly bought by unknown buyers. 2 days later, Christine posted one of her previous pictures of herself with an overlay, fashioned to look like the front cover of the magazine Vanity Fair, following a popular trend at the time in response to
Call
Caitlyn
me
Jenner, a
Christine.
transgender woman, formerly known as Olympic athlete
Ew.
Bruce Jenner, being featured on the cover. In the accompanying text, she expressed her pride in being transgender. The next day, Christine was elected to be the Pristine Tootsie of the Week by a blog critical of some aspects of the transgender community, transphobic. On June 9th,
Oh, wow.
she listed 2 new items for sale on eBay, a
What?
1990 silver dollar coin, and a commemorative coin made to
Fifty.
celebrate the release of the game Mario Galaxy. On that same day, she She wrote of her shock upon learning that there were confirmed plans to make a new Sonic Boom game for the Nintendo 3DS.
Nice.
She pleaded for retailers not to stock the game and said that she could not
Jesus
personally go out
Christ.
to the store to protest the game like before. She then commented on the retailer Best Buy's official Facebook page, telling them to tell Sega of America and Japan to not send copies of their Sonic Boom game to their stores until Sonic's arm color was
God.
back to tan, and that failure to comply with her demands would result in attacks from countless trolls, hackers, and cyberbullies because of her
Why?
standing as an influential individual.
What the
Later
fuck?
again, she wrote a Facebook post in response to an interview with Omar Woodley, producer for the upcoming game Sonic Boom, Fire and Ice. Bring to me, in person, the one called Omar Woodley, so I can tell to his face of my plights and troubles I went and had to jie through because of the sensory overloading, horrific arm color change that should never have happened. And then, let me kick and beat him up upon further refusal to change the arm color back to tan in everything Sonic Boom. Damn.
Why
if
though, you
Omar Woodley.
fucker?
She later edited the post to include fellow producer Stephen Frost in her demands.
Oh, you
Due to the
jerk.
news regarding the new Sonic Boom game, Chris proclaimed that Sega had ruined a peaceful, pleasant life for her, and in revenge,
Wow,
she
you
took off
just-
the arms of a Sonic plush doll.
Man, you're fucking giving him the Jackson Briggs treatment. Shit, dude. You know what I mean, right? If you know Mortal Kombat, you know how Jax gets his metal arms, right? Yeah. He gets
Commenters
his
commented
real
that if
arms
she
ripped
just
off and
developed
replaced
herself,
with metal.
then she was supporting the
basically.
franchise she was protesting against. Later that day, in response to a comment regarding the possibility of playing a Sonic in the new Sonic Boom game, the official Twitter account
that's
for
funny.
Sonic the Hedgehog acknowledged it.
We'll be able to play Sonic and Sonic Boom Fire and
The
Ice.
official Twitter account for Sonic the Hedgehog acknowledged it, and said that it may be possible only if Sonic were to go through a drastic redesign, which would include giving him
Only if we give Sonic blue arms, 3 scars, and ultimately just redesign him big the cannon. Oh, what the fuck?
a member of the
That's
team
real?
rapidly sent Chris a message detailing the Twitter exchange, but she refused to believe its veracity. On June 10th,
Really?
Chris
Really?
posted a photo of her full collection of
This
Batman
is
Sonic
real as
characters,
shit, I don't
and
know
noted that
why.
she was hesitant about putting up the other amiibos for sale due to the added difficulty and expense
That just sounds like something Wendy's would say. I don't know, man.
and acquisition of the necessary parts and character chips. That evening, she attended an LGBTQ youth and family bowling event with other members of the community.
Oh,
On June 11th, Christine went to her next scheduled appearance in court. Kiwi Farms user Asper Hess was at the courthouse and wrote an account of what they saw.
Asperhes.
She was wearing an aqua blue outfit with matching eyeshadow, blue sweater, blue collared blouse with vertical stripes, blue skirt with vertical
If I'm gonna be arrested, I better be arrested in style. Just not good style, but style anyways.
stripes, dark stockings. Everything matched well except for his karate sneakers, which are blue but the wrong shade. He had a headband, and his hair looked the way it has in all his recent photos. He wore his glasses. He had his black purse with all the jangly shit hanging off it. He was reading something. I couldn't tell what it was at first, but when he stood up, it turned out to be the issue of Vanity Fair with Miss Caitlyn Jenner on the cover. He uses his index finger to help him read.
Bro, Caitlyn Jenner doesn't even like trans people. Come on.
First
As a
arrived,
trans
there was
woman
middle-aged
herself.
sitting next to him. I assumed she was his public defender, but as soon as the judge
She's a
arrived,
pick-me
she
is
went up
what
to
she
speak with
is.
the judge and left the room.
A fucking
Before she left,
loser.
Chris said to her, "I'm
No one
Christine,
even
by the
likes
way."
her anyways.
The woman introduced herself to Chris and said goodbye. So Chris had apparently initiated small talk.
Oh,
A few minutes later,
that's
Chris did a
a
little
surprise.
hand wave to a female lawyer who walked in, who returned the wave. He seems to be checking out every woman who entered the courtroom.
Of course.
The main reason why I made this last-minute decision to attend was that he's been enraged about the new BloBer game, and I was hoping he'd show up with a sign demanding justice for transsexuals or something equally dramatic. Chris's mood was entirely the opposite. He was
Oh.
self-contained, calm,
Oh.
and collected. He was not angry, stressed, or nervous. He was not fidgety. It was very hard to believe that this was the person who just the day before had expressed a public wish to beat up Sega executives.
I know.
He sat and read his magazine. At
She's
one point,
trying to look
something he was
proper
reading
now.
caught his interest, and he said, suddenly, causing the woman sitting next to him to turn her head to look at him. He seemed somewhat bored. He yawned twice, loudly, putting his hand over his mouth, which struck me as rather self-indulgent and very dramatic. Around that point,
God.
after a couple quiet cases, they called
Better
Christian
work.
Chandler. At this point, the lawyer who had defended the probation violator walked over to Chris and escorted him to the front, revealing himself as the public defender. He is young, skinny, bearded, wore tweed.
Oh, is that
he
Bell?
seemed like a good guy.
John
pretty
Bell?
relaxed. It was apparent that the first words out of the judge's mouth was that there was a continuance. Chris asked a question. The judge said it would be dealt with at the next hearing, and that he should stay in touch with his lawyer. The lawyer wore big patronizing smiles. They treated him like a sensitive
Okay.
child. Their attitude was, everyone is your friend. No one wants to attack you. In the previous probation case, the judge was serious and all business, because she was speaking with an adult. Here, even though macing someone is also pretty serious business, she knew she was dealing with a special individual, and it was pointless to deal with him normally. So Chris has basically already won over the judge.
Pretty
Chris's
much.
attorney walked him out of the courtroom, and I followed them out. They hung out on the front porch for about a minute to cover some issues. He told Chris that for the next hearing, be a little early, like you were today. Another lawyer, a pretty young woman, joined them, and she was also all smiles. Chris complimented her clothing, and she replied,
Honest.
I like your color too.
Ah,
For me,
sweet.
the most remarkable thing was how much progress Chris had made in getting over his social anxiety. He was very eager to initiate contact with any pretty woman he saw. I think it's something he should be proud of. He's not the same
yeah,
guy
I
who
mean-
had to post a sign on the wall because of his nomophobia. This is
True.
actually a proven method for overcoming social anxiety. The more experience you have in talking to strangers, the
Damn.
easier it becomes. Of course,
Man, I feel
none of this will help him
nostalgic
find a
seeing
sweetheart, because while Chris is friendly, he's also immediately off-putting. He's instantly recognizable as a weirdo. After she got back home, Chris wrote a lengthy post on Facebook that was largely the same
It's
as
just
the one she had
surprising
written
to,
when she was
you
released
know,
from jail in December 2014.
for her to not be
Afterwards,
socially
she posted
awkward
another
as
message
shit.
regarding Sonic
It's
Boom on her.
insane.
Fix Sonic's arms immediately, Sega! Facebook page.
Of course,
Chris
go
also
back
copied
to
from
that
a previous message, telling her followers to order Sega to recall the games, take the TV show off the air, and change Sonic's arm color.
Back to
In a
this
shorter
bullshit.
post, she clarified that as opposed to Sonic, her alter, Christian Sonic form, underwent a transformation to match her female identity. She claimed that Sonic had no reason to get a
Makes
design change.
sense, period.
She later posted a drawing of Magi-Chan, who wrote that he would choose to play as the Pokemon Mewtwo in Super Smash Bros. However, due to the scarcity of the Mewtwo amiibo, Christine had resorted to using the character chip and base of the Earthbound character Ness due to his
Oh,
psychic
what? They
powers
don't have a
with
Mewtwo
customized
amiibo?
Magi-Chan amiibo figurine. On June 12th, Chris attended a burlesque show in Charlottesville, in which she possibly performed as well as part of an audience participation
Wait,
segment.
what the
She left
shit?
an encounter
Okay.
that night, the following day.
Period.
Do you know who likes me? These women like me. I was at the Boom Boom burlesque
they
show
don't know
Friday
about you,
night,
so-
and Zora Nova was quite taken with my audience support and participation. On
They're
stage,
part of
I acted
history.
the ground
They're
quite
proud
well.
of history
I applied
now.
Miraja lip balm with vaginal outlines
Insane.
and their flexed muscles and booty. Not only was I awarded a couple of blow pops, but I also won the raffle, complete with a trophy and a tiara, among other most valuable prizes. And kisses
Back
and hugs
to
were
the
shared with great
entitlements.
delight. And I also made more women friends,
Hey,
as well as
man.
met with a couple of other recent women friends once again as well.
Hey,
Thank you all,
period.
ladies, for a most fabulous and fun night, and for becoming my new friends too.
These
She
are
further
first
added the
women
post
I know
that
that are
praised
not
the
creeped out by
performers,
Chris.
describing their
That's
striptease
insane.
movements as smooth and fluid, and was fully satisfied with her first burlesque show.
I mean, that's
Also,
nice.
on June 13th, Kristen expressed light disappointment
I need to
after
go
seeing
to a
that in the
burlesque
latest
show at
episode
some
of My Little
point.
Pony, the
That shit
character,
seems
Ditsy
fun.
Doo, was officially renamed to Muffins.
And I feel like I can
The
pull
next
that
day,
shit off.
she commented on the meaning of the
I've
word
done dance
Christine,
before.
which she had used
I
previously
think
in a small print of her mock Vanity Fair cover image. She wrote that, like the definition, she liked to be clean after a daily shower, but aside from that, she was pristinely not perfect. The next day, Christine shared an
Let's
article
hear
from
where.
OMGFacts.com about a
Fun.
species of female-only lizards.
Lesbian
nicknamed
lizards.
Lesbian lizards.
Me.
Chris considered them more wild than the lesbian bonobos monkeys.
That's
On
me.
June 16th,
I'm
she
in this
pondered
picture and
that
I
since
don't
she still
like
felt
it.
attraction for women,
I'm in
she
this
considered
picture and I
herself
love
dancing
it.
in the
My
aftermath of her
fucking
transition.
boogers are.
Likewise, if a female to male transgender person were to be attracted to males, they would be considered gay. On June 22nd, Christine announced on Facebook that she created a new eBay account, Christine 1982, to start
Nice.
fresh with no negative ratings or selling restrictions, though at the beginning she was limited to posting a maximum of 10 items. She first listed autographed photos of herself, the descriptions of the listings for which were largely copied from her old Jesus Guides Me Too account without any alterations, including the archaic reference to herself as Christian.
Well, shit, that's
She later
gonna
edited
suck.
the post to state that next month she will list Sonic medallions for sale as well. On the 24th, she shared a YouTube video called Geraldine, concerning a man's overnight transformation into a woman, and wrote about a story in which a couple moved into a house that was in a bad state, and the female party decided to be grateful for the things she hated, which made her feel that she deserved better. So they gradually began improving their house and
Metamorphosis.
turning it into their dream home. Chris commented that if it were that easy, she would say that she was grateful for her penis, but wished she would have a full-functioning vagina, and would turn into a woman like the person in the video.
Overnight
On June 26th,
metamorphosis.
she celebrated the Supreme Court's
Love that.
decision to legalize same-sex marriage across the country,
Hey,
and wished for the
period,
date to be
period,
remembered as
period.
Independence Day. Chris reflected that she felt compatible with any woman, and that she always felt like a woman, pointing out that she could never
If
get
Chris
into
was
male
still a
interests,
man,
instead
you'd be
feeling more
like-
appreciative of
you'd be like,
fashions,
nah,
makeup,
nah.
helping, empathy, identifying feelings, and looking to resolve problems reasonably.
Hey, that's
Kim Wilson
cool.
interjected in the comments, writing that Christine was not compatible with straight women, since she was a lesbian, while William Waterman questioned the meaning of the word pridependent. On July 2nd, Christine entered a competition called
It's
Summer at
silly.
GameStop, which called on gamers to share their stories of building personal relationships through playing video games. She elaborated on her intentions in a Facebook post. Hey, I just entered this thing as an ironic joke. Dig it. Happened to me more than once. Oh brother. Yeah. Good luck finding anyone who has found actual and true love with anyone they met online before face to face.
Oh,
Too
now
many
you
damn
know.
fucked up fakes hugging at your heartstrings for video fails from you, and access to your Hexbox or PSN account for Disgaea 3
I mean,
DLC
that's a
and
you
full game
problem,
download of
really.
Burnout
I
Paradise.
mean, Chris, that's
They
a-
fail you for their lulz.
I feel
Not
like
to be a
only
hater or
you've been
anything
through
bad like
that at this point.
But you should verify any and all entrants, the actual identities of both people, and their meeting and background stories to the fullest of background checks. Guess what? Everyone will lie their burning pants off, and your prize will be left unclaimed forever. I am serious, and that is exactly what I told them, straight up.
You mean gay up?
Also on
Sorry.
that day, she posted an image macro, which wrote of a heart being so resilient that it still works after being played, stabbed, cheated, burned, and broken.
I mean,
Chris added
shit.
that hers had also been soul-shattered, beaten, scarred, blackmailed, duped, deceived, and more by fake ex-girlfriends and
Oh,
trolls
God.
and cyberbullies.
Damn.
She later wrote a brief post, revealing that she felt good because she looked down and found that her freshly grown breasts fit snugly into her D-cup brassiere. Later again,
Snug.
Chris posted a drawing of pink lemonade in a glass jug being poured through a giant vagina and onto a depiction of Christine herself, wearing only panties and cupping her breasts in her hands,
What
with her
the-
turquoise bra thrown off to the side.
What the
The text on
fuck?
the drawing read, "Pink fresh lemonade, so good to the last drop from the glass, with class." In the text in the Facebook post, she dared people to report it. In the comment section, Kim Wilson asked her if it were menstrual blood being depicted, with Chris answering in a vehement no, clarifying that it was simply pink lemonade, or alternatively, urine. Other commenters generally left positive reviews, including one, Jessica Quinn, who asked for an explanation about what was happening in the picture. Chris told her that she was being showered with pink or strawberry lemonade through a vagina.
I never
Kenneth
knew.
Engelhart asked why it was being poured through a vagina, with Chris stating that it was because she was most attracted to women. The
Duh!
following day, her Facebook page disappeared due to unknown reasons. As she continued to embrace her new identity, Christine felt more at ease at mingling with seemingly like-minded people, a feeling of belonging she had not felt in a very long time. The gay club was a sanctuary, a relief from both troublesome and legal troubles still prevalent in her life. However, a change in identity did not largely change her personality, and she would continue to engage with life with a predictable attitude, for she still was the same person, behind a different name.
Oh, damn! Damn, that fucking outro was holy shit. Damn, part 44, done. No, I accidentally opened flat. Shit. Finally got the pronoun right with Mama Christian. Thanks, Gino. Better late than never. God damn it. I identify more with feminine things like empathy. Least empathetic person in the world. On the day Chris Chan was born, trolls dressed as hospital staff performed the delivery. Oh god. The fact that Sega actually posted a reply on Twitter that acknowledged that Sega was aware of Sonichu is beyond hilarious. That is insane. Chris Chan publicly advocates for trans people to express themselves. Also, Chris Chan calls male to female people it. Oh no. Chris removes all jewelry, still sits off metal detector. Oops, forgot about my taint piercing, my unclit. Every day we stray further from Bob's streaming studio. That makes me sad. Trolls. Lamau, guys. Chris is so paranoid. She really thinks we're everywhere. Also, trolls show up to all of Chris's court dates in the club she goes to. The irony of Chris commenting that a creepy man might trick his way into using the women's restroom is astonishing. I find it ironic that the one time that Sega actually acknowledged his protest against Blue Arms, Chris thought it was fake. I like how he thinks Rose Chu is more independent than Amy, even though she is basically just a sex doll for Sonichu in the comments, literally. Nothing like Chris being transphobic about male to female people while being male to female. Yeah, just like Caitlyn Jenner and Blair fucking White. Or like Blair Shite, am I right? Openly threatening physical violence on the internet while still having court hearings is a bold move, not gonna lie. The account of Chris being so happy at the club is one of the most strangely uplifting things in this whole tragic story. No, literally. It's insane. How could Christine be a mysterious lady when she's one of the most documented people in the entire world? Autism, apparently. I love how Gina mostly talks in a calm voice when reading Chris Chan's post, but then starts to yell so aggressively whenever he reads something that's typed in caps. Is it just me, or has Chris shifted from a bad Republican stereotype to a bad Democrat stereotype? Perhaps this is a meta commentary on the mainstream political culture of America. Literally. Imagine being so salty you get angry at statistics showing people in your city are actually happy. Hearing Gino blurt out, "Fix Sonic's arms immediately, Sega," will always crack me up, and I don't know why. Chris wrote that the music was so loud that it reverberated, whatever, within her breast, and the vibrations made her feel aroused. You can't make this shit up. This is too bizarre. That is something straight out of a porno, I swear to God. Rose Chu's breasts are bigger than Amy's. That's my man Chris, always focusing on the important things. Chris's knowledge of sexuality, gender roles, and sex is something out of a horror book for kids. It's honestly funny knowing Chris watches these. Oh god. It's actually sad knowing that Chris's time at the drag club is probably one of the few genuine happy times in his life, away from the trolls, the stress of his home life, and other nasty shit. If he continued socializing with the patrons of the club instead of retreating into this dimensional merge nonsense, would have been a lot more happier and healthier than how he is now. Yeah, literally. People have said this before, but it's astounding that her art style has never changed or improved over the 10 plus years she's been posting art online. Same Crayola marker aesthetic and everything. It's impressive. Like how? This person is pushing 40, but he went to a LGBTQIA youth meetup at a bowling alley. Like she just seems so out of place there. I don't know why. Chris is so creepy no matter what he does. He's just always creepy on women, and that's what it seems like, yeah. I'm gonna go pee. I really need to. Shit. Pickup. No. Ordered by art supplies, yay. I have an art class on Friday that usually lasts from 11 to 1:50. It only lasted an hour today. Really fun class. I really like the teacher. I'm gonna shout him out here. I have tissues in my nose so I don't sneeze. Okay, yeah, that's what it is. Okay. TKEJ1. Showed us in class. Yep, pretty good shit. I like it. Okay. That is my Art 101 teacher. I like him a lot. He's fun. I can't wait to do more of his class. Part 45. Not ready. Fucking doing it anyways for y'all. And okay, this clip is new.
What made her this way?
What made her this way? Changed.
What keeps us fascinated?
I don't remember that black and white video intro. Oh my god. Fuck.
On July 3rd, 2015, Christine's Facebook profile reappeared a day after seemingly being deleted, or most likely only temporarily set to private. The post featuring a depiction of her getting showered with pink lemonade emanating from a vagina, which members of the KB Farms believed caused her page to get reported, was found to be still present. On July.
I mean, I think because it's drawn so fucking badly, I think it might not go against the guy I liked. I know, it sounded mean, but like I feel like that's actually the reason why I didn't get taken down. I don't fucking know.
Chris wrote a Facebook post in response to an article regarding model Chrissy Teigen.
Oh, Chrissy Teigen. Dude, she's weird, I'm sorry. You'll definitely see a boob, I really don't care. I've already seen Lana Del Rey's titties, and fucking Miley Cyrus, so it's like, I don't know. fucking care. Lana Del Rey show her titties in a fucking album cover.
Trolling efforts on the image-based social media site Instagram.
I know that's probably not real, though.
herself while exposing her nipples to show solidarity for the Free the Nipple movement, thus violating the site's terms of service.
Oh, what?
He took issue with the article's use of the word trolling, which he specifically defined as trolls and cyberbullies.
You don't fucking know shit, bro.
Basically terrorizing, bullying, blackmailing, hacking, and above all,
That's not even like trolling. That's just abuse at that fucking point. I don't even know.
and mentally abusing innocent persons, lacking faith.
I don't know. Like Chrissy Teigen's always been fucking weird. I don't know. She's always been questionable in many ways, and not because of
What
this.
appropriate term to describe her act was standing up to them for her rights. 2 days later, she updated her followers
I
with the news
guess.
that she had made 16 more Sonichi medallions ready for sale on eBay. On July 9th, Christine expressed her outrage at the unwillingness of Facebook moderators
I
to remove a
swear.
photo of her bare breasts, writing that if her bare nipples were allowed to be on the site, so too
Oh.
the nipples of all women without repercussions. Later that day, she made a post revealing that someone had requested she create a
My
medallion
nose
with
is
distinct
fucked. I'm sorry, what? Wait, I was barely listening and then I hear fucking Adolf Hitler. What? Excuse me?
the fear of Germany's Nazi party.
Why would she make it, though? It's one thing for someone to request you make it, but to actually make it? Oh, come on, man. What is this?
Someone requested Hitler for a medallion, and I found a number of shameful, misrepresentative fan art of my person, so I decided to kill 2 birds with one stone in my own words, with help from Spike
No.
Jones. I am not a mean
No.
person, or anything like him. I like
Why?
these people, and I have no grief against anyone else in the world who are not bad people. People, in person,
Kyle
are only
fart.
persons that exhibit malcontent
What the
against other
shit?
people for hardly a good reason, at the least. That is not me. I am a good person. I try not to come off as a
Yeah, let's not forget when you fucking screamed Jew at Michael Schneider. When you wanted to let you into the fucking gay place. Let's not forget that.
not
But
clear
you
for
know,
any
people
of all
can
haters
change,
to
you
anyone who
know.
wishes to do good or
It's
such.
just Chris barely fucking changed ever.
At their own free will and leisure. In short, I am a good person. I do not like Hitler, nor agree at all with what he did and said
I
to
mean,
do.
fair enough.
Heil, fart, right in the Führer's face. Spike Jones. I could not have said it better.
And put gas in his face too. That was bad. Okay. That was terrible.
On the back of the medallion, she wrote a line from the product anti-Hitler propaganda song, Der Führer's Face.
But why would you make it?
Jessica Quinn commented,
You idiot.
she didn't understand why Chris fulfilled the customer's request, while Kenneth Engelhardt replied that if she hadn't made it,
Why? Why? Okay. I just don't understand why he went through with making a Hitler medallion. The other ones were cute, but this is pretty messed up, even with all the explanation behind it. Best case scenario is he'll actually get paid for it, but even then, he still made a Hitler medallion for some weirdo on the internet. It just boggles my mind, is all.
then the troll who requested it would have won. In his opinion, Chris turned the tables back.
The person who ordered this did so because they wanted their 15 minutes of fame by Kiwi Farms trolling Christine. If Christine had backed out, the troll would have won in a manner of speaking, sure. What Christine did in response was to basically turn the tables and design a medallion that would in fact make a total ass out of the person who ordered it. This is my interpretation of this. I don't know, you're making an ass out of both of
Onto the troll by making the Hitler medallion, while also mocking him as well.
You still made the Hitler medallion, so that's weird.
The next day,
But whatever.
Christine's Facebook profile disappeared again.
Oh.
On
Did Bro get banned?
July 11th, her page was made public. However, the photos of her Hitler medallion and her bare breasts had seemingly been removed. On the 12th,
Aye.
she respectfully acknowledged the passing Nintendo president
Oh
who had assaulted
no!
her.
Shit.
4 days later, Chris expressed her dissatisfaction
Okay.
with the new season of the animated series
Oh
Solid
my
Queen by writing a
God.
short post on Facebook. 3 words: shit, damn, fuck, and then somebody shoot me.
That's 6 words, you idiot. Kidding. Well, with a mashup of a fucking 2, so that technically speaking is 7. I really pulled the herb, actually? Stupid.
Teen advertised her stock of 10 more
Oh,
Solid
God.
Amiibo figurines
Those are
and
gonna
10
get
Solid
fucked
medallions
up.
available from eBay. She informed her followers that if they bought both items, she would sell them at a price reduced by $5 each, totaling at $70 for a medallion and figurine. On July 23rd, Chris posted 3 photos on Facebook showing that she had dyed her hair blue, and noted that the
Oh,
change did not
God.
have anything to do with the game company Sega or Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah, be glad you didn't dye your arms blue.
She attended her next scheduled court hearing regarding her assault with
Aw,
pepper spray at the game retailer
shitheads.
GameStop. Kiwi Farms user Ramspieler was also in attendance to observe
Who
and
the
report
fuck?
the goings on.
No one even knows who these trolls are. What are they even trying to do?
He claimed that Chris saw him and acknowledged him as one of the trolls.
Oop.
She wrote that her mother Barbara and an older woman, possibly her pastoral counselor, Rocky Shoemaker, were also with her. Ramspieler
Wow.
claimed that during the hearing, Chris farted loudly and wetly, following it up with a stress sigh. There was also
Are you kidding me? Is that the unlawful gas that was released as well?
talk about her voluntarily seeing a therapist. The hearing concluded with another continuance.
That's
with the
so
next hearing
funny, I don't
scheduled
know
for
why.
October 15th, as
Oh
recorded
god,
by
that is
video of
actually really
Christine in the
funny.
courthouse.
Christine farting in court. I mean, to be fair, that's a stress fart and a stress sigh. Oh, okay. Sorry, that's killing me.
Soon after, a woman who wanted to protect and defend Chris from trollsome actions, or what Kiwi Farms members dubbed a white knight, approached Ramspieler and demanded to know what he was doing there, and scolded him for filming Chris.
Oh.
Kiwi Farms member Lipitor claimed that it was a different person than the one who had come up to one of his field agents in an earlier similar event. Ramspieler then filmed her helping Barbara Chandler into Chris's
What
car.
kind of shit?
later, he learned that Christine thought that he had been arrested for his actions. Also on that day, Chris elaborated that the reason why Sonic the Hedgehog's arm color change was so offensive to her was that when looking at the character from the side, his blue arms blended in with the rest of his blue body, making it appear as if his arms were not present anymore.
Oh, shut up!
She urged her followers to contact Sega and inform them of this reason for why the change
I'm going to spit. I'm going to Huckaloogie at this damn computer.
By them on Facebook. On July 27th,
I
Christine
swear to
wrote a
God.
post explaining why Sonichu should be respected and appreciated as much as she is. She said that Sonichu has achieved more than Sonic or Pikachu, who from a lone mouse became a sweetheart, a loyal friend,
Oh, fucking really?
a lover, and a family hedgehog with great strength and confidence. Sonic, on the other hand, did not settle down with his partner Amy Rose, nor was he always loyal. Chris was complained at Sega for rushing out poorly executed Sonic merchandise and enacting offensive changes to the
I don't
character.
know, at least they're doing something unlike you.
Likewise, Pikachu was merely like a trained animal, and unlike Sonichu, it did not
Okay.
manage to domesticate.
But Ash's fucking Pikachu has some insane power, especially for Pikachu. Come on.
Chris added that she spent a great amount of time sourcing parts necessary for the amiibo figurines and constructing and packaging everything by hand. She would get so much glue stuck on her fingertips that she had to remove it by gnawing at it. She stated that the crafts are handmade soul pieces that have the good charm and quality that handmade crafts usually have, making them collectible items. Her wholesome gal pal, Kim Wilson, left an extended comment, telling her of the distinction between a creator feeling like people should like their character and creating an interesting, likable character. Kim reflected that Sonichu was a boring character and virtually indistinguishable from the many more Sonic fan offshoots that were posted online, and recommended that Chris read On Writing by author Stephen King in order to develop her skills in writing. In addition, her friend William Waterman wrote that he loved Sonichu and hinted that Chris could get paid for completing Sonichu issue 11 and praised her improvements in drawing. The next day, due to low interest, Christine introduced a new eBay deal. If one were to buy a Sonichu amiibo for $50, Chris would include a Sonichu medallion for free. On the 29th, Christine reported that some of the individuals who were keen on buying her items allegedly got their charges reversed, so she encouraged them to send the payments instead directly to her PayPal account, thusly breaching eBay's terms of service.
Oh!
By the end of July, the amiibo/medallion sets were almost, if not completely, sold out. On August 1st, Christine announced that she had 20 more medallions available from eBay at $30 each.
Oh, that's cool.
10 days later, she posted a custom-made postcard made by her half-brother, Cole Smithy, which she sent to his mother in 1994 while living in San Francisco, California. She pleaded for Cole to come back and reunite with Chris and their mother, Barbara. Later that day, Chris posted a teaser image for an upcoming new Sonichu character who will be made available for sale on eBay soon.
Oh, fun!
She later revealed it to be Blake, available as a limited quantity amiibo figurine.
Oh, what the
On August
shit?
15th, she wrote that all the Sonic game characters contained within the chip in the base of all the Blake amiibos have been leveled up to level 50. Leveling up could be achieved by playing the characters extensively in-game and making them stronger. A member of the Kiwi Farms noted that she had recently purchased a special device that can make leveling up of amiibos a faster process.
Oh, that's fun.
4 days later, she advertised the Blake amiibos again, adding that they would all come bundled with an autographed photo of herself.
Oh,
Kiwi
Jesus
Farms
Christ.
member Asper Hess asked Chris on eBay about the issue of Christine using the name Christian Weston Chandler in the copyright of the products,
Oh,
questioning
what?
whether it was a case of copyright theft. Chris clarified that both Christine and Christian were the same person, but she was still in the transition and was planning on legally changing her name at a later point.
Oh,
On
okay,
August
fair.
21st, Christine shared a YouTube video attempting to encourage recruitment of the fraternity Alpha Phi at the University of Alabama. She encouraged students to study very good at their
Oh,
semesters at their
that's-
schools, encouraged forming strong friendships, and
I could
discouraged
never be in
bullying.
a sorority, I'm
On
sorry.
the 22nd, she added
I'm
that
not
the reason
white
for buying
enough.
her Sonichu amiibo
Well, it's not
figurines
because I'm not white enough, it's because I'm not smart enough. But also
the
that.
characters contained in them would be fully compatible in the platforming level maker, Super Mario Maker. On August 23rd, Christine claimed to be a wild and exotic lipstick lesbian, or a lesbian who exhibited strong feminine traits, such as use of makeup, lipstick, and
Oh,
skirts and
Jesus
dresses.
Christ.
Kim Wilson refuted her claim and offered the Wikipedia article for lipstick lesbian for reference. Kim
Yeah.
said that she did not pass for lipstick lesbian and was miscategorizing herself. Chris did not appreciate her comments and told her to shut up. Kim instead offered to help in the future and tell her whether or not to take down questionable posts.
God.
In addition, Chris changed her gender in her Facebook profile description to lipstick lesbian trans woman.
What
wild,
the
exotic,
shit?
Femme female soul in male bot.
Why?
On August 25th, Chris revealed that 6 Blake figurines remained for sale on eBay, and to encourage buyers, she would also provide a Sonichu medallion with each purchase, stating that she would not be as nice with future sales of other Sonichu characters. 2 days later, Chris gave potential buyers one last chance to buy one of the 5 remaining Blake figurines. She plans to create a new set of amiibos of a different Sonichu character for the next month, and wants to get back to drawing more comic pages and perhaps earn money from it as well. At the end of August, Christine attended the gaming and anime convention, OmegaCon, held in Charlottesville, Virginia.
Oh, hell no.
Or cosplayed as the My Little Pony character, Final Scratch's human
Oh
form,
my
as
God.
seen in the movie My Little Pony: Equestria Girls. The costume attempt was possibly the reason why she had dyed her hair blue.
Oh,
Notably,
okay,
she
that
was
makes
also wearing her
sense.
Sonichu medallion out in public,
Why
possibly for the
though?
first time in about 5 years.
I mean,
She also
dang.
brought with her her Sonichu amiibo figurine.
Oh,
YouTube
fuck
user
it,
Carbonic
okay.
filmed a brief video of Chris walking by at the convention.
Oh, that's fun.
During the convention, she entered herself into a costume competition, which she didn't win. Marvin,
Yeah.
the man in the pickle suit on Chris's date with Emily in 2011, was also at the convention,
Oh.
inebriated. He witnessed Christine there, and took 3 pictures
Inebriated.
of her, possibly while taking part in the dance contest or displaying her costume. Marvin also wrote that Chris attended a game panel as an audience member, and during a question and answer session, she ranted about trolls and cyberbullies, and distributed her personal contact card to all the panelists.
Oh, fuck
On
me.
September 1st, Chris shared a video from the YouTube channel Watch Mojo regarding 10 types of internet trolls, and told all viewers to reevaluate their lives.
What the fuck?
Later that day, she gave her followers one
Okay,
last
there's
chance
many
to buy a
types,
Voice Amiibo,
okay?
so-
You
and
just
a
have to
photo from the
encounter
same
the worst type.
for $50 bundle. Soon after, she made a post regarding her dance lessons. I have just completed a 7-week beginner's course for belly dancing with Kalima Sikorsky. Not only did I learn and benefit from the booty and bosom shake and rotate, but I have seriously improved in my posture with the repetitive practicing of the beginning belly dance posture,
Have you?
the belly tuck with untuck, and bosom thrusting. I might be exaggerating a bit. Do not take my words out of context. You all can too learn all this for improved posture and fun dance moves to exercise with. I personally
It's all
recommend
about the
Kalima
knees,
because she's not
too.
only a great
The
instructor,
hips,
but a
shit.
positive attitude and good vibes with energetic movements are positively infectious and delightful. Jessica Quinn praised Christine for her efforts in the activity as a means of getting in shape, and the instructor herself, Kalima, commended Chris's phrasing of the dance lessons. The next day, Chris announced that she would be moving her merchandise selling business from eBay to Etsy, a website designed for creators of physical media or products to directly sell their items to their customers.
Etsy's
She will
cool.
continue to sell her medallions, amiibos, commissions, and autographed photos
Etsy's
in her new
good.
Etsy
I
business.
mean-
In addition, she introduced a donation plan to
I
further
like
the
it.
development of Sonichu issue 11. According to the description, she would draw one page of the comic book for every donation of $10. On September 5th, after a 6-year break, Christine posted 10 new pages for Sonichu issue 11, continuing on the Sonichu Anniversary Christmas story, which was first started and then postponed sometime in late 2009.
Oh, shit.
She also announced that she would be uploading all of the Sonichu comics
Wow.
so far in the format of photo albums on Facebook, including issues 9
Fucking
and 10,
made the
after some
shit.
editing and alterations. A day later, YouTuber D-Specs, who was a longtime contributor to the Quickie and Kiwi Farms, and also known for his review series covering the Sonichu comics, donated $1,000 to further expand the production of issue 11, meaning that Chris was to complete 100 more pages.
Oh,
The
fuck.
donation was, as explained by D-Specs, a way to
Damn.
express his remorse from getting fame
100 shit.
and to conclude the Sonichu review series on a high note. However, since he thought himself as an executive producer of issue 11, he felt that he could not review the comic in the video, as it would be a conflict of interest. Christine wrote to him privately that she would include his likeness in the future book, and send
What
him the
the
complete set of
fuck?
Sonichu amiibos, and also a medallion, in addition to uploading
wow.
the promise of creating 100 Sonichu pages.
Okay.
On September 7th,
Cool.
Chris added amiibo figurines
That's
of
a
the
lot,
majority
though.
of the main
Shit.
characters of Sonichu, including the comic book version of Christian, in addition to a modern-day Christine, to her Etsy page. Both of her iterations were customized from 2 variations of the character Link from the Legend of Zelda
Oh,
franchise.
what?
Later on, she liked a Facebook post from popular user Lizzie the Leslie regarding an article
Jeez.
detailing the development of a vibrating bra that could increase dress size.
What?
On September
That's so
11th, Christine
fucking
shared
dumb.
her flyer advertising her Etsy store, which included a promotional code that would reduce the price of purchases by $10, and urged her followers to buy what they would like before the middle of November to ensure their delivery before the upcoming holidays. 2 days later, Chris shared the news that she had found a printing site that would allow her to create physical copies of Sonichu issue 0 and opened a pre-order page for them on Etsy. Soon after
Yay!
that, she uploaded Sonichu issue 9 as a photo album on Facebook with some alterations. Firstly, the character Ivy was based on the trollsome love interest of the same name at the time of the original production of the comic was changed to one Yasmin Clemens, who expressed no romantic interest in Christian. However, Chris failed to change Ivy's name at several instances in the comic. In the original version, Ivy receives a vision from God and Jesus, who tell her that she and Chris were destined to be together. This version was now
God
replaced with a
damn
black and
it.
white depiction of Yasmin being rescued from a vicious dragon by a female knight on horseback.
So
Furthermore,
people are gonna be
Christine made an
fucking
attempt to talk
confused
to some
now.
dialogue to remove her
For
previous
those people that don't know about
homosexuality
the
and
Ivy
call
Saga
a diverse
or
city.
shit.
Also, mention
You're
of
gonna
the
be
name Panda Halo
confused.
was removed and replaced with Halo Caliber. The dedication to Panda Halo, after supposedly dying in a fire in Australia, was also removed. This was followed by the upload of Sonichu issue 10, with the ending execution scene replaced with the Astropedia 4 serving their time in an Amish community, now seen in full color for the first time. In addition, instead of using Christian's
That's
blood to
great!
represent
They're
homosexuality
Amish
and
now?
asexuality, it would now instead be used to defeat Nazi-Zazis, a play on words of Nazi zombies from the Call of Duty video game series. Chris, however, more
What?
likely used their appearance in the video game South Park, Stick of Truth, as reference.
Oh,
Despite
God.
this change, the trolls,
Of course.
Cash, and Jack Thaddeus still died and went to hell because of their homosexuality. Chris later left a comment, writing that at the time of the original making of the comics, he felt thrown off and irritated by badly drawn insulting parodies of himself and his characters, namely the Astropedia comic series, and his hatred of that content caused him to draw his characters in twisted directions. Currently, however, she felt that she was in a better place and could take the good from the bad, which is why she replaced some of the pages.
Okay.
Also on September
Fair
13th, Chris, on behalf of a friend, requested that the group of Kiwi Farms members who are planning to create a new line of Sonichu audiobooks should hold off on casting until the voiceover artist, Paramotart, provided some samples of his work to them, even though Farms member, Master Disaster, was already set to be the narrator and sole voice actor for the audiobooks. A day later, Christine relayed the message that Paramount did not appreciate the negative opinions held by Kiwi Farms members of him becoming the narrator instead of Master Disaster. She did not state any personal opinions herself and remained neutral in the discussion. Paramotart was later revealed to have been a friend of William Waterman, whose leaked private text conversation with a Farms member showed that Waterman pattern was the friend who asked Chris to ask about the narration opportunity
fuck?
because Thermopart did not want to ask himself.
Huh?
On the 16th, Chris revealed that she had created 3 custom Punchy Sonichu
Punchy?
amiibo figurines ready to be sold.
Oh,
She
God.
added that she was looking forward to autographing and sending out copies of Sonichu
Wasn't
issue
he
0
inspired by
by
Knuckles,
Halloween.
though?
Also at around this
And he
time,
looks
Chris
Asian
began
as well.
uploading custom-made levels for the game Super Mario Maker
Naturally,
on
him
her
being the
Nintendo
fighting
Online System
type.
Space,
No
Amiibos.
Kung Fu, supposedly.
On September 19th, Christine attended the Charlottesville Pride Parade and wrote on Facebook that
Oh.
despite enjoying herself, she wished to have a woman friend or partner to cuddle or hold hands with. QB Farms user, Rukrit, was also at the event and spotted Chris tending to a booth run by the Support and Assistance Organization On Our Own. She was wearing her Sonichu medallion and handing out printed copies of Sonichu issue 0 to
Oh,
attendees.
goddamn.
After the event, a so-called Ween used the email of QB Farms
Ween.
administrator, Null, to send to On Our Own staff a falsified report
So
of
we
Chris
Weens
behaving
now.
inappropriately with his alleged daughter. Since the staff replied to the email, the response was then sent to Null, who wrote back that someone had impersonated him and used his email to make the false claim and apologized for the previous message. 2
Okay.
days later, Christine went to
Fair
Facebook
enough.
to advertise a Lego piece called Amiibrick, a specially
A
made Lego
Amiibrick?
brick available from Etsy, designed to hold Amiibo figurines so they could be then incorporated into Lego-built scenarios.
Oh.
She then showcased her own custom display platform,
that's
which she
cool.
used to contain all of her custom figurines,
I
showing how
mean,
she resorted
it's
to wedging the Amiibo
interesting.
bases in between regular Lego blocks to keep them from falling. On September 23rd,
Okay.
Chris made Sonichu issue 0 available for sale on paperback directly from the
Yay.
printing and publishing site, Lulu.
Oh,
Regarding
gosh.
questions concerning quality of the paper,
Damn it, that
she
much?
assured her readers that it was to be printed on good quality paper, and that she would be making all of the Sonichu comics available for purchase at a rate of 1 more issue added per month. Upon receiving the comic, customers noted a considerable blocky pixelation in the printing, likely caused by Christine using images of lower than ideal resolution. Additionally, the paper used was described as matte and of low quality and cheap feel. On the 25th, she hinted that she would be featured in an interview on WTJU Radio concerning the Pride Festival. After finishing the interview, she informed her audience that it was not live, but rather pre-recorded and set to air at a later date.
Yeah,
Recording
that's
of
usually
the
how
festival
news
was
things
published.
work.
Soon after, Chris wrote that she would be creating Amiibo figurines of Sonichu villains, Count Gradual.
If you saw one of my Inclusion Vision videos, you know that I've been on the news before, and yeah, they don't straight up like record the interview like live on air. They like just re-record it, edit it a bit, and then maybe release it on the news in like at least a week or so. I don't fucking know. So it took 3 weeks for us to finally see our interview get posted. It takes time because there's a lot of other stuff on the news as well, you know.
One has to be Orion. She then shared a concept drawing of how the Count looked like in the Middle Ages before he was unsphered and turned into his current
I
orb
mean, come on,
form.
that would be really
It
difficult
was
if they
around this
did it
time
live
that
on
Chris
air.
started using a $500 Visa gift card sent to her for Christmas of the previous year by Kiwi Farms user Sonic Rainbow. By tracing the transactions on the card, they could see that despite receiving it nearly 9 months prior, the first payments of it were made at around mid-September, and all of the funds were depleted by the end of the month. On September 29th, Christine asked if anyone was willing to offer her a large donation to contribute to the acquisition of a so-called V-string, a risque prosthetic undergarment, which when worn appeared to show the wearers as possessing a vagina. In return, she would offer a signed photograph of herself
That sounds
wearing it to
disturbing.
the
I
person
don't
who
know
helped
why.
contribute to the
Even
purchase
through the
of
blur.
month. On September 29th, Christine asked if anyone was willing to offer her a large donation to contribute to the acquisition of a so-called V-string, a risque prosthetic undergarment, which when worn appeared to show the wearers as possessing a vagina.
Oh.
In return, she would offer a signed photograph of herself.
Can you wait? Hold on. I feel like it'd be better to like ask for funds so you can afford it. Like a reassignment surgery, maybe. I don't know. If you really want a vagina that bad, you're capable of getting the money. Like you're capable of doing that. Knowing how much times you scam people, it's like you're capable of getting the money
On
somehow.
October 2nd,
Maybe not anymore
National
because people
Images
see
of the
through your
upcoming
bullshit
game,
usually.
Sonic and Mario at the Rio 2016 Olympic Games. Chris rejoiced on her
Fix Sonic's arms immediately, Sega!
Facebook page, since the model of Sonic being used would mark a return of his classic tan-colored arm design. She thanked all people who actually protested against the Blue Arms games.
Oh,
and
Jesus
felt good because their protest seemingly produced a satisfying
Oh my god, fuck you.
Soon after,
People
Christine
don't care about
contacted
Sonic
the
Boom
Nintendo
anymore.
account, and by chance found that she was actively
It
playing
sucked
the game,
to
Sonic Boom,
a lot of people
so
said it
was
sucks.
Instead,
Oh,
she
what?
made
Come
her
on.
presence known in a message
Pussy.
in a Facebook group for amiibo traders and collectors. She let everyone there
I feel
know
like
that
she was
figures were
secretly
available
trying to
for trade,
promote
and
Sonic
also
Boom
advertised
in a
her
way.
own custom amiibos as found on her Etsy page. On October 4th, Christine
I don't
offered a
know.
coupon code for buyers of any of her custom amiibo figures, which would allow them to get some to issue 0. Following up with this announcement, she stated that she was considering creating a custom figure based on her personification of autism, but would only produce it if her post received 100 likes within the next 3 days. In addition, she would donate $10 from each purchase in support of autism awareness to the Virginia Institute of Autism. Kristen copied the message and sent it in the Amiibo Trader and Collector group. She got into an argument with some members regarding her labeling of her custom figurines as official merchandise. Other individuals also did not feel that her customizations deserved to be sold at the prices that they were.
He's saying
Others
worth
uncovered for what
$50.
had passed, he was kicked out of the group. A couple of days
Finally.
later, Chris deleted the post about the autism amiibo.
Oh wow, so I'm supposed to let you try, but it's not worth 50 at all. And official, you're just merging two already licensed characters. Exactly. Look around, lots of people, other people are doing their own characters from pre-made characters. Okay, but you're trying to copyright that. Fucking go. He's still right that these aren't official, and while I don't necessarily think it's a good idea to go around criticizing people's prices for customs, I agree that these ain't worth $50.
Customizations deserved to be sold at the prices that they were. After others uncovered her well-documented
Check out this. Use Banjin. This is likely the strangest
past,
thing I've
he was
ever
kicked
read.
out of the group.
This person needs the boot. We don't need lunatics like this in our group. God.
A couple of days later, Christy tweeted a post about the autism amiibo and
Yeah.
listed the item on Etsy despite failing to reach 100 likes on the post. Without having made a prototype yet, she set the figurine up for sale for $50.
That digital
$8
footprint is
more than her other
catching up to
figurines.
you, dude.
First later added to the prototype figure for Count Graduan and Sylvia Ryan. She also made amiibos depicting her mom and dad, though for the time being did not sell them to the public.
Oh, God.
On October 9th, she wrote on Facebook an account of an encounter with a possible admirer of hers. I'm typing this up right now to make a valid point. I was out shopping a bit, and there was rain and distant lightning spooking me. Out of nowhere, just as I was getting out of my car, someone from a red car shouts, "I love you, Chris-chan." It spooks the crap out of me. I already had a lot on my mind, and I did not care for the loud surprise. And after 5 seconds, because I felt offense at being shocked by the scare, I gave the finger as I was going into the store.
Oh, damn!
While I realized it was wrong of me to give the bird, it does stand that while other people do have other things going on in their minds at the time, no one should ever shout at a person unexpectedly without a greeting prior. Had I half the warning, the verbal gesture could have received a
Damn!
more positive, less offensive response. I apologized to that person in direct for giving the bird in response.
Damn!
On October 13th,
Well, I
Christine
do.
uploaded a series of 5 videos of the game Super Smash Bros., where she assembled her customized characters to fight each other while being controlled by the game console's CPU.
Jeez,
One such
all of
match
it.
included a bout between Christian, Christine, and Christian Sonichu versus Autism.
What?
William Waterman complained about the unfairness of 3 iterations of Christian teaming up to defeat a similar personification of autism. Chris replied, clarifying that the symbolic point of the battle was to defeat autism in the end. On October 15th, Christine
Okay.
attended her next scheduled court hearing in Charlottesville. Kiwi Farms members Marvin and Ramskeeler were both present in the courthouse. Marvin later wrote in an account
I know the autism battle is supposed to be a metaphor, but like, come on. Ronald is just really silly.
Barb's aging, thin, kind of frail, might not be very responsive. In retrospect, I don't think Chris recognized anyone. It was the guy he exchanged words with, but going over my notes, it might have been just him being paranoid of someone. There was an old lady behind Chris talking to him a few times. I don't think it was Rocky.
Was it Rocky
Barb
this
and Chris
time?
are way too physically intimate. It's one thing to describe their creepy relationship, it's quite another to watch it IRL.
I remember reading about this. Oh my god. Oh, Jesus Christ. This is like, that is really fucking weird. Like, I've read this specific quote here. It might have been the man in the pickle suit. I don't fucking know. It's so funny to say that in a serious tone. Man in a pickle suit.
And Chris is always putting his arm around her and rubbing her shoulders. sensually.
Jeez.
That shit I do to someone I don't
That's so
bang, not a
weird.
family member. It's weird. There was some guy with white hair and a white suit talking to Not Rocky. Then the PD came
Not
over
Rocky.
and talked to Chris and Barb, with white hair guy and Not Rocky in the row behind them. This is where I heard snippets referencing 6 months and something something something. I think I heard Chris stress sigh a few times, and I think the PD got a little annoyed dealing with Chris. After a bit, the PD went up to the judge, and they called Chris up. Chris starts getting impatient with Barb. He said something like, "Are your ears clogged up?" And then, "Wanna follow me so you can hear what's going on?" Then she got up and trundled up there to
God,
accompany
you're being
Chris.
real abusive
This is a few
with
things to me.
Barb, shit.
Perhaps Barb's hearing is wearing down. This fits in with her being
Yeah.
frail and old. Chris is being kind of bossy to Barb. Chris expects Barb to be his bookkeeper so far as his punishments go. This is confirming what we heard about the Snyder trial. Christine's charge of a Class 6 felony was amended down to a misdemeanor.
Now he's
and was
treating
finally found
Barb
guilty
like
of
a
her
gal
crime.
pal.
She was to
Or
pay
she,
a fine of
shit.
$541.
Now Chris is fucking treating Barb like a fucking gal pal.
And was given a 6-month
That's
suspended
weird.
sentence, meaning that if she did not commit any crimes within the next 6 months, she would not serve any time in prison.
Okay.
In addition, her ban from the Fashion Square was lifted. However,
Oh,
bans
I'm
from individual
surprised.
establishments remained in place.
Yeah.
Ramskeeler then filmed a video of Chris and Barbara leaving the courthouse and going back to their car.
Stop stalking them. That's weird. Fucking weenies. That style though, I don't know. She could have definitely improved the
Christine
style. I'm
revealed her
sorry.
design for the autism amiibo figurine, sold for $30.
Oh god, not the
On the
puzzle
17th,
piece.
she
Jesus
showed off
Christ.
2 available variants of the character and
Oh,
Joker roast
God.
up for sale. The following day,
What is with the
Chris announced
boobs?
that she would soon
Sorry.
be making her 50th Sonichu
The
amiibo
boobs are
figurine.
just way
So
too
in
on the nose,
celebration,
I'm sorry.
she will be painting the figure's face a gold color, and the person who happens to buy the 50th Sonichu figure would also receive a roastery model for
Those
free.
are not gonna work
She
though.
shortly after edited to the post to
Those are
state
probably
that she
just
would
for
also paint
display
the
at that
figure's
fucking
shoes gold
point.
as well.
They're
in
not
addition
gonna
to
work,
its
are
face.
they?
Later that day, she made another post revealing that in preparation for the publication of Sonichu Issue 1, she had replaced the Sonic villain in the story, Dr. Robotnik, with another character, and the first person to accurately guess the new character's name based on the hints provided will get a copy of the book for free. After several guesses from Jessica and William, it was William who eventually guessed close enough to the chosen name, Ren Skysore, that was declared as the winner by Christine, about which he posted in the comment section despite the
Oh wow.
Chris then showed off
In
the
your
designs
face,
of Dr. Ren
Kiwis.
Skysore and his evil creation, Metal Sonichu.
Oh, what the
a comment
shit?
stating that Skyslor's strawberry-shaped head came about through an accident while drawing the character, but felt that the shape of his head added to his
All
overall appeal.
fair
She soon
enough.
after made Sonichu Issue 1
You can
available for
definitely
sale
take
on
that.
Lulu, and updated the modified pages of the comic in the dedicated Facebook photo album for the book. She also added 2 new pages after the original conclusion of the issue, where she shows that Sonic the Hedgehog and Amy Rose, as seen throughout the stories, were in fact Sylvana Rosechew in disguise, serving Count Graduon, who wanted
What
to
the
enact revenge
fuck?
against the Sonichews because their ancestors had enslaved them
What
into
the
the elves
fuck?
who currently resided in.
That's weird.
On October 23rd, Christine shared a picture showing an upcoming page of Sonichu Issue 11, telling her followers that she was coloring in new pages and would be uploading them to Facebook within the week. As promised, she uploaded 16 new pages on Sunday, October 25th. It was on that day that she uploaded a YouTube video concerning her Etsy store, her first personal video after a 1-year absence.
Dang.
Hello, I want this is
Dang,
Christine
this
Chandler
feels
coming to you
surreal.
live from my house here. Hey, I want to personally thank everybody on the internet for considered support for my books and works and my figures and whatnot, and
Okay.
helping me out around here to recover from a whole bunch of the other stresses and whatnot. But that's aside.
cord?
Anyway, I just want to let everyone know that donations are
spraying
greatly
a bitch?
appreciated. I'll continue to honor my promises as I have stated in my listings on Etsy and everything, and I'll include a link in the description where y'all can buy a figure, buy a book, or donate some more. Anyway, it's all going good and well. This is just a little video of gratitude. So, more new content is coming up. Stay tuned between my Etsy page, my Facebook, my Twitter. So, anyway, okay. Everybody have a good and safe day. Thank you again.
Okay. Man, I missed the piss
The
filter.
following day, she publicized photos
Man, I missed the Mexico filter.
of 2 new Amiibo prototype figures, Simona Rosechew and Sylvana Rosechew.
Oh, cool.
On the 29th,
What-
Chris made
why
another video,
Simona?
this time apologizing for past homophobic remarks. Marvin of the Kiwi Farms theorized that her recent uploads of new videos were made under someone else's influence, as he remarked that from personal experience, Chris was generally very unwilling to make videos without any assistance or encouragement.
Well,
Okay.
I've come to the realization that I should have another apology that I owe to everybody, especially those that definitely know the pages and on my later books that still months away before I put them on paper publish.
Yeah.
But anyway, they were reminiscent and reflective of past homophobia. Anyway, you see, when I originally drew and wrote those pages, I was quite homophobic at the time.
Quite
But then when I
homophobic.
came out in July of 2014, as myself a lesbian trans woman,
Fair enough.
I have realized that I am part of the LGBTQ community.
Everyone knew you were closeted. Everyone knew. I feel like everyone knew. I don't know. Just seemed a little obvious. Because, like, anyone that supposedly hates gay people that fucking much, half the time they're really closeted. Half the
I
time.
definitely felt like I fit in.
Sometimes. Not always,
Pride
but-
Festival in that same year later.
Fair
So
enough.
anyway, I had since edited those changes and changed the content to away from that, and
good.
well, had a cure for homosexuality put in there, which would end up what I came back in the future for. But anyway, I changed that to just essentially preventing a zombie apocalypse. You see, originally when I was homophobic, it was because of the mislabelings that were put upon me and Sonichu, because Sonichu is definitely not gay. Sonichu loves women.
Okay.
And Rosechu is a woman, and she loves her man. So anyway, I'm sorry for my past homophobia and my writing about that.
Fair enough.
So anyway,
Whatever.
Thank y'all again for your
You know
continued
what?
support.
We're over that.
It's most helpful, but
Oh.
still, more help could be appreciated very much.
Okay.
So, thank y'all again, and have a good day.
On October 31st,
Man,
Chris
Chris just
posted drawings of
seemed
Sonichu,
unusually
Rosechu,
nice here.
and their 3 children dressed up as My Little Pony characters for Halloween. The next day,
Oh.
she uploaded another video to YouTube.
Oh god,
Hello.
what?
To all my lucky lady fans.
Oh god, it's getting dirty.
Yes, I just got out of the shower and I feel clean again. Get to know me around here in my bedroom. I feel like I might want to date some of y'all. Maybe we get to know each other, you know? Have a pleasant dinner, or just enjoy a conversation over a cup of coffee. See where things go, see how we feel around each other.
Am I gonna have to censor this?
Yeah, maybe I'll eventually find my sweetheart amongst y'all. Open to all kinds of women, because you get the whole package in one. The female soul, the body that can go,
The pussy!
son,
Sorry.
hey,
God.
straight, bisexual, lesbian. I'll take y'all on. Because I have
Well, straight women probably don't want
overlooked
it.
treasure. It should not be ignored.
Oh
Or overlooked any longer.
I'm
One
definitely-
weekend, y'all
I
can
don't
visit,
know.
maybe get a hotel room.
Even if it doesn't
y'all.
get bad, I'm
Or
probably gonna
something
censor it
like
anyway
that.
because y'all don't want to see this.
Or maybe what's me like, get to know me, talk to me, see whether we click or not.
Poor Gino, he has to watch all of this.
And
And put it in the fucking
out for
docu-series.
the long run. Yeah,
Gino's a real one for this.
And I think you promise on that. Thank y'all for your attention and whatnot.
Sorry.
In the
I don't
video
want all
description,
of my
select your email address for any further inquiries by persons interested in her.
Girl, why?
On November 2nd,
Actually,
Christine
really.
advertised a new limited 3-piece set of Amiibos featuring Christian, Christian Sonichu, and Christine at a discounted price of $100
Oh, what the
without
shit?
shipping or handling. 5 days later, she made 6 more Amiibo figurines available for purchase.
I thought that
These
one
were
was giving the middle
sponsored
finger.
children, Sarah, Christine, and Robbie, a male Jerk Cop and a female Jane Cop, and a set of the Chandler
Jane
family,
Cop?
Christine, Barbara, and Bob. On the 10th,
God,
she uploaded a
why?
gameplay video of Super Smash Bros. Featuring a simulated 3-way battle between Chris, Barbara, and Bob, autism, and Chris's 3 half-siblings.
Man,
Chris left a
man,
message for them in the video
Chris
description.
wishes she had it.
Hashtag Joseph
37
Smithy,
of those.
hashtag Dr. David Allen Chandler, and hashtag Carol Suzanne Chandler. This message for you
What
three.
the fuck?
You all have obviously forgotten about your family that y'all should be caring about as well, aside from your own local married families. Alan and Carol.
Well,
you two
because
have
they're
never
not
really
selfish
appreciated
like
our
you
father.
guys.
There was time for you two to
There's
share
a
time with him
reason.
before his passing, but no, you all have been selfish and caught up in your own lives that he gave to us. And
Sure.
Cole, our mother is still alive. I really want you to make amends and get close, once again, to her before her
I'm
time
gonna
runs
kill
out.
myself.
And as the one sibling that brings you three, Cole, Alan, and Carol in connection together as family, I want us all to reconnect as family.
No
The
way.
distance really bothers me, and I've been feeling ill against y'all for not including me and our mother/stepmother to 2 of you. Appreciate
No.
all families wilder this time.
I'm sorry.
In addition, she made all 3 of her half-siblings as customized Jerkops and Jane Cop respectively.
Oh, Jesus,
and suggested that the same
fucking
level of
twat.
customization could be made by request by anyone buying the figurines. On November 11th, Chris made a video displaying the functionality of her Amiibos.
Hello and good day. This is Christine Schumer coming
God
to you live
damn!
once again, and I wanted to give y'all a little bit of a detail about something that you could do in addition to the Amiibo figures. Actually working on Nintendo 3DS and Wii U with their bonus functionality through the chips in the bottom. You forget one thing aside from you don't have to have them for their Amiibo functionality because they are still very collectible, and as toys, you can still use your imagination and play with them. Let's take an example of Sonic and Rose did their defending the City of Quickville against a horde of
Bro, I'm
Jerkops
just
and
like
they're
mentally drained.
And it's like, you know, they're practically
Sorry, 10
outnumbered.
p.m. right now.
Come on, Rosie, let's go. Stop these guys back to grab you on.
Bro failed to do the Michael Jackson lead and fell over. Oh, you accidentally knocked Sonic Shoe over.
There's a city is safe from another herd of Jerkops and Jane Cops per day. And let's talk about a moment about
The
autism
nostalgia
on
of-
the brain.
The nostalgia of hearing Jerkops is crazy. Like, it's just, I'm shit.
Yeah, hey, you always keep me up on the brain with frickin' autism. I'm stuck with you every day of my life, you know, and it frickin' bothers me. You always you throw me down in the bed and lay me down. I can't socialize as well. And not only that, but you make my parents have to send me to all the institutions and all the things and all the therapy and everything. I could have used a lot of money that could be used for the betterment of the family and household and actually pay the bills and everything. Okay, con, mental condition that messed up my brain.
And
for a long
definitely
time.
not the
I'm
money
trying to
spent
get
on all
better.
those toys.
And now I'm gonna send it for your way. Freaking autism, yeah. And I win against autism. Kicking it in the tush.
Not
So
really.
that's a little bit of the thing.
I wouldn't say you do,
That's
that's
what you can do with the Amiibo, with the collectible Sancho and Mochi figures, and me, and my family. My family's are good people, except for some. Except for some, who could actually be more appreciative of the family that have actually been lost within the past few years, and yet the one that's still alive.
Yeah, let's just forget that they've literally been abused by those two.
You're that go. Come make amends to my mother, that joint.
No.
Movie reviewer. I am not who you think I am. I have been possessed by Count Dracula, and I fight for him now.
Yeah, well, you look like my brother, so take that. Way to good guys. We're
This
gonna
is
help
so
restore
fucking
goodness and
silly.
everything. Collect us
What?
all. Thank you.
I'd rather not.
Please don't
Excuse
stop us
me.
from Nexus.
After achieving early success in selling offer customized crafts, Christine further pushed her figurines to be sold for profit, a practice that she originally considered as merely a hobby, with minimal desire to make money from it. But the
Right.
figures now had more than just one purpose. Aside from characters contained within her fictional comics, there were also individuals from her personal life, or as she might possibly see it, characters from her life story. Characters which she could use to enact her fantasies of vengeance and triumph, and a reality where she can hide from her troubles. A reality in which she can always win a losing
Just
battle.
go to another fucking drag club. Just go to another drag show, dude. Come on. Fuck me. Fuck the pain away. Fuck the pain away. I just realized after Solid Chris transition, Liquid became the one and only true Christian Weston Chandler. Oh no! I'm open to all kinds of women. Well, he wasn't lying. I'm open to all kinds of women. Even the ones I find on Ancestry.com. Chris is too intimate with his mother. Oh no! Hindsight is far too clear! It's wild how many times people have just covertly taken videos of Chris walking by like a Sasquatch sighting. Yeah, I mean... Imagine being the person who records court cases and having to type out defendant passed gas loudly. Unlawful gas release. The idea of someone farting horrendously in the middle of court and sighing about it never ceases to kill me. When Chris seductively baby talks, I want to self-harm. Same. Fucking hell. Barb trying to reconnect with her kids is 100% just her trying to leech support off of them and probably try to guilt them into taking care of Chris, for sure. I know more about Chris than about my parents. It hurts. Chris, all this made my parents waste money on therapy when they could have paid the bills. Chris gets $500 and spends it all on fast food. Like, fucking hell. When Marvin wrote about Barbara and Chris's relationship being too physically intimate and creepy and then going on to say that it's something akin to an actual physical relationship, some next level irony and foreshadowing, it's insane. Binge watching these videos non-stop for 4 days is all fun and games until you say something and realize you've picked up on Chris Chan's speech patterns. That's how you know you've gone mad. The idea of a judge giving a verdict while Chris suddenly farts loudly, sighing immediately after sighing loudly is the funniest shit ever. That's gotta be really funny to witness. Herb and Chris are way too physically intimate, if only you knew. Chris, I'm a good person. Chris causes his neighbor's cat to be euthanized. That was just awful. All because he got scratched by not even your fucking cat. God, that's awful. Every day we stray farther from Bob's dreaming studio. I just want to kill myself. Chris trying to act sultry is probably the most traumatizing thing I will ever witness. I can feel my skin crawling. I literally just want to rip my bones out at this point. Like, god damn! Finally, I'm finished with that. God, like, I had to suffer 2 things. My allergies and watching fucking 3 parts of Chris Chan, A Comprehensive History. Pretty insane, isn't it? So anyways, that's all for today, my gemsters. If you like this video, you better shout at that like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you like me in general. That's all, folks. I'm out. God damn it.